Felicitations, adventurers! Welcome to Roll for Felicity, where we play serialized one-shots in a multitude of systems with assorted players. Today, I am here with some guests. I'm here with Georgia, Chai, and Jake, and we're playing a reality television-themed tabletop RPG called I Came Here to Win, which I'm very, very, very excited for. I'm also excited because all three of the guests this evening, or this morning, depending on where you are new to the stream, which is very exciting. Yeah, everybody in chat, if you want to welcome our new guests. And I think, if you're new here, my name's Taylor. My pronouns are she, her. I am the person who runs Roll for Felicity. And like I said, we play a lot of different tabletop games. I've got this one will probably not be a serialized one-shot. Probably everything's just gonna happen tonight. But I do have some series. I have a Mouse Ritter series that, like, all of the action, it's kind of like, you know, a short story that's all self-contained. But if you watch multiple of them, it's the same characters, it's the same world. So I have one like that for Mouse Ritter. I have one like that for Monster of the Week. I have a D&D one called Goblin Squad, where all the players are goblins. They're usually holiday themed. They are usually ripped off from movies. So that's kind of my vibe. But that's enough about me. I'm going to throw it over to our guest this evening, starting with Georgia. Do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hi, I'm Georgia. I'm Australian. I'm a cozy Twitch streamer. You can find me at Georgia Darling, but yeah.
Awesome.
That's me.
And I'm also, there should be, in the chat, if anyone wants to follow the people that are guesting tonight, there are links to Twitters, websites, Twitches, whatever it is that they have wanted to promote, that is in the chat right now. And I will throw it over to Chai. Do you want to introduce yourself to the stream?
Hi, I'm Chai. I use they, them pronouns. I've never really done a stream before, so I'm really excited to be here. I've been playing tabletop for a long time. It's my favorite thing to do. I'm very excited to be here. So thanks for having me, Taylor.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jake, you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yeah. So hi, I'm Jake. I use he, they pronouns. I'm a graphic designer up here in Toronto, Canada. I like writing small games and adventures. And you can find me in most places with the tag Ahoy Space Cowboy.
Awesome. Also, something I completely forgot to do, which I almost always forget to do this, is I like to have little themed, question-y kind of things depending on what we're playing. So of course, since this is a reality television episode, before we get started, I wanted to have us all mention our favorite reality TV shows, which mine would probably be The Circle. I really like The Circle, and also any cooking shows, so like Chopped or anything cooking. Great British Bake Off. I'm a sucker for those. Yeah, and I'll let each of you also mention yours.
Mine's definitely a toss-up between Great British Bake Off and Face Off.
I'd have to say that my favorite reality TV shows are the obstacle course ones, like Wipeout or American Ninja. I just like making fun of people on there. But then also the reality TV shows that are you're making something, like Brickmasters, and of course Great British Bake Off is just mwah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a huge Drag Race addict, especially with the newer seasons of All Stars currently airing. And then when it is airing, because it hasn't been for a while, but Survivor is my ultimate guilty pleasure.
Yeah, Survivor is great. Also, I should mention, Oh Damn Catling Gun, who's in the chat, is one of the writers of this game. So thanks so much for hanging out.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Hi! That's so cool.
That's really rad.
So welcome. Also, hello. Hello to Lost Boy, aka Chai, and Chomila. Thanks for hanging out. I don't get to acknowledge the chat as much when we're in the middle of a game, so I like to at least mention something up front if people are popping in chat and saying hello. So hello. And I think with that, we can get into the game itself. And the genre we have decided to go for is a little bit of a hybrid. we decided, since multiple of us liked cooking and cooking shows and multiple of us liked survival shows, we decided that this is going to be... Oh, we never came up with a name for the show.
Oh no.
Oh, we didn't.
It'll come up. If anyone in chat has an idea also, because chat always comes up with fun names for things. But we're doing a hybrid cooking and survival show that I guess maybe this is the pilot, that there's not a name for it right this second. Oh, and then
Final Chef. Last Chef Standing.
Ooh, Last Chef Standing is good.
Find What You Eat was an idea that I had.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's a good one, too. Also, another
Really
one
good.
of the writers is in the chat.
Oh my gosh.
Octotoniska. I don't know how to say that username. Octotonic. Octotonic.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
rad. Definitely a bit nervous now that there are the two writers in the chat.
It'll be great.
No pressure.
It'll be wonderful. But to start off, so now we know what do we say? Find what you eat, or chopping block.
Chopping block.
Dungeon
good.
came in with chopping block, which is another good one.
It's a good one.
But let's introduce the first characters that we will be focusing on. And I can go first, because this is a GMless game, so normally I am, running the game, but I'm playing tonight, which is fun. So my first character, I think, in the style of, these reality TV show intro reels, I think the first thing is, I do definitely like the chopping of, like, if chopping block's not the name of the show, at least this axe animatic that comes through.
Yes.
I like that, which is just Chopped does that too. But I think it comes through with this this looks less like a butcher axe and more just like a regular axe that swipes through and introduces Doo Wop Donny, who is a rockabilly guy in his 40s who is I think his first line is there's this kind of rockabilly music that comes in, and it shows him at his diner, where he's a diner chef, and he says, "Hey, I'm Doo Wop Donny, and I'm all about vintage style, but don't get me wrong, I'm not about vintage values." And and his diner with this rockabilly music, very goofy. I think at one point pretends to play some sort of pot or pan as an instrument, a lot of fast cuts. But that's Doo Wop Donny, who I'll be playing for at least the first episode. And I'll throw it to any of you if you want to introduce your first character that we'll be focusing on.
Well, I will be playing Nana. And she's very much just standing, she doesn't quite know where the camera is. She's looking kind of to the side. You can call me Nana, and I raised 9 children, and I've fed 36 grandchildren, all hungry on Christmas morning, and no one can top that. And that's all. That's all she has to say.
Wonderful. Are there any shots of her with the grandkids, or surrounded by various
We've never actually seen any of the grandkids.
Oh.
They're not involved.
That's exciting.
No, she's just alone. Just got some pearls on. Sunday best.
Wonderful. In the wilderness.
Of course, gotta be.
Of course. Tactical high heels.
Yeah, Jake or Chai, do you want to talk about your first character?
Sure. So the first one I'm going to play is Violet V. Pond. They're 21, and the thing that pops up underneath their name in the reel is amateur urban forager, and it's a couple of shots of them in the bushes in Central Park because they grew up in New York City, and it's a couple shots of them with their mom who taught them how to identify plants and stuff like that, and they're 21, first freshman year of college, and they're doing this because they don't necessarily want to be in college, and they're really gaming for wanting to do this professionally. And so I think it would zoom in on them and just be hey, so I'm V. I really like plants, and berries are really rad, and yeah.
The title of amateur forager strikes so much fear into my heart. It's so terrifying.
It's true.
And Violet's like really short and like has a buzzed head, but you can see like the hair that used to be that pre-buzz was like bright pink, and has like really thick glasses and like 1 or 2 visible tattoos, but and a lot of piercings.
I love
Like
it.
very Gen Z.
Beautiful.
Jake, who's the first character that you're gonna be playing tonight?
All right, we rolling up with Frankie DiMarano. I'm from Niagara Falls, New York. You may know me from the DiMarano Butchery and Kitchen down on Main Street and 41st Street. Come down on Sundays. We do double deal sandwiches, fresh cut from the meats that we cure all week long. My nono, Viadano, came over here from Italy to set up the shop here, and he taught me everything I know about butchering. So I got this competition. Nobody know the traditions that we keep in the family. That stuff that just flows out, and it's gonna come out, and it's gonna rock this competition. Trust. You definitely get shots of Frankie like with his like elderly grandfather like in the cellar.
Oh my God.
Like I'm going to like sprinkle salt in, but then the grandpa like slaps my hand like, no, you don't do it like that, you do it like this.
Wonderful. I am already... It's going to be so hard to say goodbye to any one of these characters, but the nature of the game is that we are going to have to. So the first episode, so the way that this game works, for anyone who's not familiar, although a good percentage of the chat is, seeing that I think 3 people in chat were writers and developers for this game. But each of the players will take turns being the producer for an episode, and since I asked the 3 guests to be here tonight, I thought it's only fair that I sit in the hot seat myself first. So we have up on in Roll20, which chat can't see, we have some stacks of playing cards that we'll be drawing from. And each stack is they're sorted by the what is the word? The suit.
Suit.
Yeah, I was like, the type? No, that's Pokemon. Sorted by suit. So hearts are drama-related prompts that will happen in this episode. Clubs are things related to innovation. Diamonds are things related to personality. And spades are things related to experience. And I think for the first episode, so the producer can choose to draw up to 4 cards. So it could be 1, it could be 4. I think I'm gonna go with 4 just to get us started strong. This is the the pilot
let's go in
episode
strong.
of Chopping Block. So I'm gonna first draw 1. I think I'll just do 1 of each. So let me make sure that this is working. And hang on, I have to move Roll20 so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, I got 6 of hearts first. Ooh, this is a good one for the first episode, is rivalry. So 2 of these characters hate each other and must tell the camera about it. Does anyone want to be, like, right off the top of the bat, is anyone like, ooh, I want to be involved in a rivalry? Is that laugh?
Nana will do it.
Is that laugh?
Nana will do it.
And Nana?
I don't know if Nana and my Nono Viadano have crossed paths before, and there is a blood feud, an intergenerational feud. I don't know what you've done.
Might be. Nothing. I did nothing actually.
Let's do a talking heads of you 2, each of your reactions to having seen each other. Much like on Drag Race, they pretty much always do this, where someone is like, I already know this person and I hate them.
Face crack.
Yeah. So let's get that from these 2 characters who have an inexplicable rivalry immediately.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, so I think Frankie walks in, and he's he walks in, sees Nana, kind of like hanging out by, I guess, the campfire that we're all
she's already set up. She's really sitting there.
There's set up, and he just like looks at her and just like, and then like cuts to the like talking ahead and be like, there are two things we don't talk about in the DiMorano household. One is putting salt on chicken. We don't do it. We don't deal with poultry. It's out of the picture. Number two is Nana over here.
Just cut to Nana. I don't care for Frankie.
That's it. Just one sentence.
Wonderful. Very, very
If
Jessica
pushed.
Walters vibes.
Yeah.
I don't care for
If
Joe.
push, they gave me bad meat.
Oh, bad meat from the butchers.
Bad
The
meat.
drama. Let me pull the next thing that's gonna happen in this episode. And also, if any of this is kind of an like, we didn't get into too much of the defining things of this competition. So at any point, feel free, if you are saying, hey, there's a campfire here, there's a campfire here. If you're saying, oh, there's this thing here, make up whatever your little heart's desire. I think is the most fun. But I'm gonna draw the next card, which is the Jack of Clubs. Oh my goodness. Okay. This one's interesting. Haha, wacky random. You're not allowed to talk about the task or competitors this episode.
Oh no.
So I think that's just my character. Because when you're producing, the your refers to like your character. So I just have to be random and talk about other things.
Oh,
So
no.
Doo Wop Donny is, I think, reflected in this as you two are having your edit of like being rivals. Doo Wop Donny is just like, yeah, so this pomade I got it from it's just like talking about like this jacket.
Totally off
He's
topic.
wearing a leather jacket and he's like, I got this jacket from this real nice vintage store in Oklahoma of all places. You know, you never know
Oh,
what people are
Oklahoma.
gonna find. And he's just like talking about, he has like some patches on like his jeans or something that he's like, I got this one from Etsy, and it's like very like the person who's not the random, definitely the random character. We've got two more, so this one's gonna be spades. And that's the Queen of Spades, which is, oh nice, you and someone else, either another character or a judge, nerd out about the task for a while. It's just really endearing. So maybe we'll do that when we decide what the task is gonna be. So I'll save that for a second. And
I do want to
then-
sign V up for that though, because I think that's exactly their bag.
Cool.
It's like just
Very good.
Cool, that sounds good. I have to, for me, I can't just hit draw card since I'm like technically the DM, so I have to
Yeah.
assign it to myself. So, oh, okay. Also, my character is going to get the villain edit. So I permanently bump my personality up a die type. And so that means, and he already had a strong, like, personality was his strong, like, thing. So he gets a D12, I think, instead of a D10.
dang.
Oh my god.
For
Oh my
Yeah,
personality.
because it wasn't 10.
So
Damn.
he's the random person. He's somehow a villain despite not talking about the other competitors. I think he just immediately gets there and just like it's not shown on screen, but it's like he gets right into like the hunting part of it, and like viewers are kind of like, whoa. Like, everyone else is like talking and he's just like, we gotta survive.
Oh my gosh.
And
He like gets there and he's like already got up like bow and arrow, and he's like, I know what I'm doing, like, and he's all in on this, like he's got the bow and arrow, he's got the arm thing, and he's like sharpening some arrowheads,
It's off-putting.
and he's just like, it's very off-putting.
Yeah, it is, especially since there is craft services, but okay.
Yeah, it zooms in on like the food that's been prepared for the first episode.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think the first the first task is going to be cooking related. So I think it is going to be very straightforward. Like, you got to find your stuff and you got to cook it. And I am not allowed to talk about the task. So I think Violet and someone else can nerd out about the task since I'm only allowed to talk about random things.
So I think V probably is going like around Nana, like going up to Nana and like showing her these like berries that they found, and I'm like, look at these! Like I just went and like there's a bush right over there, and like there's some raspberries, like fresh wild raspberries, and I think I heard some songbirds over there, so we might even find some eggs, and that would be really rad, right?
It would be. That's amazing, sweetheart. Let me just give you a tip, though. Now, you see that Frankie over there? You gotta stay away from Frankie. Frankie is bad news.
Oh, okay.
What is Frankie
We cut.
doing? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I definitely want to like cut to Frankie like back in the talking head spot, like going on and on, like, she ordered the party platter for 25, and no, he delivered all 25 meats, all 25, and we can count them. We've got the receipts and the ledgers. Nah, just like going on and on, just like about like the details of this feud. But yeah, if we're doing that, if we're doing like a foraging challenge, which is what I'm getting here, is it'll cut to like just more shots of Frankie just like standing around, like looking totally like lost, just like.
And then like while those scenes are going on, cuts to a scene of like V in a tree trying to find the bird's nest.
Oh my god, Nana is just gonna be underneath the tree trying to make sure that V doesn't die.
Donnie
like there's like
through the woods, definitely. Go ahead.
V like gets to the nest, and there are 3 eggs, and they're so excited, but they're also like, this is a competition. I know these are birds, and they're probably going to be baby birds eventually, but like I need to win this competition, and like gets the eggs and drops 2 of them and climbs down the tree and is just like very like sad, but also like they got 1, so like it's not a total loss.
So you
A success.
You dropped 2 like out of the tree. Not like you put 2
Yeah,
back.
well, like no,
Actually,
like 2 of them
Nana.
dropped.
Oh no. Yeah, I think at this point, if people want to decide what method they're going to be using, and which of their stats they're going to roll, for viewers who are not developers, every player has 3 stats. And one is a weak, one is normal, and one is strong. So the weak, I was just about to read what mine is. Not all of them are weak for everyone. The 3 stats are experience, innovation, and personality. So experience is like having a lot of experience doing things the average way they're normally done. Innovation is doing things in a new and exciting way, and personality is just the strength of your personality. So does anyone have an idea of what tack they're going to be taking for this cooking challenge? And if you want to, if you have it in mind, you can describe what's happening and then roll the dice that is associated with that skill.
V is definitely going innovation because they're gonna do like a fried egg with like berries and like a little bit of greens that definitely probably aren't necessarily like supposed to be eating greens. But like they're okay. No one's gonna get sick, but they're nice. It's like grass. You're not supposed to eat it, but it's not gonna kill you. So they're definitely using innovation.
Cool. Yeah.
Which is their strong skill. But I got a 2.
Oh.
Okay, so I think the 2 is reflecting the fact that you're putting grass in your.
Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah. What about I'm forgetting the names. Frankie and
Nana.
Nana. Yeah.
Nana is also going to be using innovation, but that is her weak skill. But she's going to go to the lake, hitch up her skirt, and try and catch a fish into the skirt. And, you know, maybe make a nice little berry sauce. And that's a 4, so maybe it was a, you know, it's an okay. It's a fish. I don't know if it's expertly gutted.
There's some scales on it still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few bones.
What does Frankie do?
The eyes.
Okay, so definitely like cuts back Frankie, just like looking confused, like picking up like pieces of leaves and stuff, like, can I eat this? And then it cuts to the talking head and says, if there's one thing that Nono has taught me, is that when you don't know what's going on, lay on the charm and you get what you want. So it cuts to Frankie like going around to like all the other contestants and just like, hey, you got something good there, like trying to like convince them to like give him some ingredients to work with because he doesn't know how to forage. So I'm gonna be rolling personality, which is not their strong suit, but it's their normal. They kind of spit in their hand, like slick back the hair. I'm like, how you doing?
Wonderful.
I will roll. Oh, an 8 on the D8.
Nice. I feel like Frankie and Doo Wop Donny are on a little bit of a similar vibe. So I think like Doo Wop Donny already has like a bunch of stuff that he has hunted, like I said, an off-putting amount where he's getting the villain edit. So I think since that is a success, yeah. I'll definitely say that some of like my maybe like squirrel or something like that. I'm like, oh hey, I know you don't really like the poultry, so I'm not gonna. I won't give you this pigeon. I'll give you the squirrel.
Oh yeah, man. That's, you know, we brothers. We gotta stick together. You're my brother, man. We're here. We gotta survive together. It's family.
Exactly.
I think V also, like, you got a fucking 8 on a D8. I think V gives you some of the berries that they found to like go on your squirrel.
Squirrels and berries.
Just like, make a little glaze.
Oh my god.
All invited to my niece's wedding. I promise you.
I love that so much. Is Nana?
I like that.
Oh, go ahead, Chai.
I like that I hadn't rolled yet, but beforehand I said that I had dropped 2 eggs, and I think that it reflects the 2 that I rolled on my D10.
Yeah.
I just knew, apparently.
It's not looking good for V, but I still need to roll for Doo Wop Donny, so that doesn't necessarily mean you're going home. Also, I didn't mention this yet, but we do have incentives for anybody in the chat who wants to tip and help affect the game tonight and also help support the players. So let me put the tip rewards thing in chat. If any of these people are people that you really don't want for this character to go home yet, you can, for 100 bits, which is $1 in the Twitch like currency, you can give that player +1 to a character's roll, which could possibly save them from elimination. And I'll say that, you know, you can hang on to that. So Chai, for example, you got a 2, a +1 unless I get a 3 is not going to do that much for you. So if somebody gives you a +1, you don't have to use it for this particular character. You can just hang on to it. And for 500 bits or $5, you can take the role of producer. So you can tell us which piles to draw from and let us know what the challenge is going to be. And then also for either of those things, you can use bits, which is Twitch currency, or there's a link in chat that you can use, I think it's PayPal, to do a cash equivalent. So absolutely not required, but I thought since reality television is something where there's a lot of audience participation normally,
yes.
and I like to do something to incentive tips to say thank you, additional thank you to our players tonight. I thought that would be a good time to mention it. And with that, Donny is also going to use his personality because that's his strong. And I think he gets a D12 to this now, right?
Yeah, you went up from a D10.
Yeah. So I'm rolling the wrong dice. D12. So I think there's some judges here that, like, we're in the woods, but then there's, like, a judges table that's been, like, flown in. And, so Donnie immediately, like, goes over to the judges table and starts, like, shaking hands with people. I think there's, like, 3 judges, who are, like, known reality TV show judges. And so he's, like, talking about their clothes. He does not ever mention the task. He doesn't mention the other competitors. He's just schmoozing. And that's how he's gonna try to win. So let me roll this. Oh, I got a 2!
Oh my gosh.
So that's a roll-off between...
That is a roll-off.
Between V and Donnie. So let's go ahead and roll these die.
Is the roll-off like a make a dress in 30 minute like
Oh my gosh.
like competition?
I like that, yeah. I think there is an additional competition. Oh, this time I got a 12. So I think
damn it.
I think I bested V.
I got a 9.
Oh, no.
I was like, that's a great roll. Hell yeah.
Oh,
That's a
no.
great roll.
It is a
Not
great
good
roll.
enough.
Yeah, what do you think, Chai, what do you think this extra challenge is that we compete in together?
Exactly, villain.
Villain, yeah.
I think that this extra challenge is like we have to find a specific thing. Like we have to find a very specific thing, and considering that your character, that Doo Wop is the villain, I think what happens is that V finds it and like spots it and like goes, it's and like tries to keep it a secret, like that they've seen it, but Doo Wop like catches it and then beelines it and like pushes them out of the way to get it. Like maybe it's like that they were supposed to gather a certain amount of them, like in a certain amount of time, and it's like the last 10 seconds they have the exact amount, and like they've seen the last one, and they like Doo Wop just pushes them right out of the way to get the last one.
Yeah, I think that's what happens, and I think there's I think it cuts to a talking head of Doo Wop Donny just being like, again, not talking about the competition, but like he's getting the villain edit, so like they find something where he's talking about like how he played sports in high school and talking about like football, and they edit out just one part where you're like, you just gotta push people out of the way sometimes. But to be clear, he was not initially talking about this situation. They just edited it together.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, and I think who got in the original score, who got the highest roll? Was it I can't remember if it was Frankie or...
It was Frankie.
So
yeah, I had an 8 for
Frankie.
my
Of course.
So Frankie, what did the judges say to Frankie with his like big success of like having the best dish?
Yeah, okay, so I think they like commend it's like, man, you're like, there's like a hippie judge, like it's like the way you took these things from the earth and from nature and just made it feel like you were at home sitting with your mama. That's the kind of cooking comes from your heart, man. And Frankie's like, I know, man, trust.
Perfect. And then
Just gonna cut to Nana.
yeah.
If I had known that we were allowed to bring ingredients from home, then I too would have brought some meat.
There's like a cut of me like sneaking up my secret spices and like putting them on. Smuggled in some oregano.
Oh my gosh.
And then we unfortunately have to say goodbye to V. What is the scene of V leaving the competition?
I think it's a cut to a talking head that is like just like very kind of somberly like, well, you know, I think that I probably have the most knowledge about this kind of thing, but you know, you win some and you lose some, and I guess I gotta go back to college.
There's a slow motion
Guys.
shot of Doo Wop, like his hand like pressing up against your head from the
Just like
shoving you out of the way.
yeah.
Gosh.
And it's just like full on the face, and there's
Oh my god.
and just like the look of like no.
Yeah. Terrible, but
Can the episode can the episode end with like there's like all our names like hanging on like with our names burned in on like chopping boards?
Yes.
And it ends with like a hatchet being like thrown into the board and then it like falls to the
Yes.
ground.
Yes, I love that.
Absolutely.
And I
Absolutely.
think there's a voice that comes in that's like, next time on chopping block, and there's like just
Yeah.
people screaming and a new character introduced. In the beginning of the next episode, Chai, do you want to introduce your next character?
I'm gonna roll a die to see which one it's gonna be.
Cool.
Cool. So the next character on the infographic that pops up is Allie Shore. Her mother of twins. And it's a couple of shots of Allie and her wife with their twins, like at the park, and Allie's talking about how, like, you know, we just had the twins, Dahlia and Devon, and you know, we really like bringing them to the park and like talking all about the new things about being a mother, and then just like one final sentence in their voiceover is like, yeah, it's great.
It's fine.
And like with the sincere vibes of like, she's not exactly excited to be a mom.
Yeah.
She misses her old life. She misses the quiet of when it was just her and her wife and their dogs. And now there are 2 kids in their house.
And twins, nonetheless. Georgia,
Twins, yes.
it's your turn to take over the producer slot. So you can decide how many cards you want to draw. Up to 4.
All right.
And let us know what those results are. And if you need
All
help
right, I'm gonna
navigating
draw.
Roll20, let me know.
I'm good on that front. I'm gonna draw a hot card. Because I'm all about that drama. It is a 3. So let me get my little reference up. Because I think I closed it.
Do you want me to read it? I've got it up.
Yes, please.
All right. So 3 of Hearts. Sad story. Choose any of your characters to become your active character. Give a brief speech about something tragic that has happened in their personal life.
Oh, I can do that. I certainly can do that. We're gonna have some somber music, okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to switch the Spotify over if I have something that's more sad. I don't know if I do.
It's
but I'll
really
try.
tragic. This is a tragic backstory.
I'm excited.
This is not really sad music,
Here for
but it'll
this.
work. Go for it.
1 year on my family vacation, which, mind you, I slaved over. We have 9 children. Do you know how hard it is to pay for 9 children's worth of tickets to Niagara Falls, New York? It is terribly hard. And on my pension, it's probably whatever. And I simply wanted to feed my children. And you know what I got? From a local butchery. The same thing I found at the local supermarket. I don't know a single American supermarket name, so insert name.
At Walmart, let's say
Hannaford.
Walmart, yeah.
Or Walmart. I found the same exact spread at Walmart for $3 cheaper.
Wow.
The vacation, obviously, was ruined. Inconsolable. Nobody would speak to each other. Everybody was hungry. And since then, I have never been back to Niagara Falls.
That's the tragic part.
It ruins.
That's the tragedy.
It ruins Niagara Falls for me.
It really
You don't
did.
even look at a waterfall anymore.
Oh god.
Just burst into tears whenever you see water falling off of anything. Gutters,
It's just,
Oh
like
my
a
gosh.
car, anything.
it's a sore spot.
That vacation, the tears were flowing just as the Niagara Falls from the whole family.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. Yeah, Georgia, you can draw up to 3 more cards, or at any time you can decide you want to have it go to the competition.
We'll do a diamond. That's fun. Alright. Excuse
Do you want me
me.
to read it once you pull it?
Yes. Yes, please. What we have is the 9.
9 of diamonds.
Ooh.
New editor. All personality roles are -3 this episode.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
That's
That's alright.
I don't know if anybody wants to do a scene reflecting that. It seems more passive, but
Yeah.
I think.
I
might
think
get to
act-
the challenge. Yes, go.
I think that the -3 is reflected by an alley short of like she doesn't realize that the cameras are still rolling.
Oh
um,
no.
And she's like talking about how her kids don't want to eat any of the things that she likes to make.
oh
They
no!
just want to eat mac and cheese and dino nuggies, and that's not fun to cook.
That's wonderful. I love that.
Well, sweetie,
Oh my gosh.
how old are they?
They're adopted, so they are 5 years old.
Oh, okay. I was thinking they were newborns.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
I was like, I
Nuggies.
can think of a couple reasons that they might not be wanting to eat anything.
No, they're adopted.
That makes sense.
And
Very good, very good. Okay.
all they want is mac and cheese and dino nuggies, and Allie likes to cook.
Yeah,
She really, really loves to cook, and that is not fun.
yeah.
No.
I think it's
So yeah, it's a shot of her like looking to the side like this and like talking to someone, and then she just, oh, like that's the end of the shot. Just
this new editor is real shady. I think the thing that makes it lower for Doo Wop is they gratuitously in the like the coming up and last time like cut to commercials, they keep putting him shoving V out of the way. They just like keep doing it from different angles, and so even people who like this is their first episode watching, they're like
Oh my god.
they're like, what is wrong with this guy?
like
So
we can't
aggressive.
believe he won
Yeah.
that round.
Jake, do you have something in mind for your personality being?
Yeah, I think just like they catch Frankie, like they're like you like here like have the like subtitles of like producer talking like, what do you say about the rumors that your meats are available at the local Wegmans and Publix? And he's just like, nah, that was a misunderstanding. Sometimes we have to import extra orders from the local stores, and we buy from there. But you know the touches, the additional family that we put into those pre-bought store platters, that's what you are paying for when you come down to the Demaro Butchery and Kitchen on 41st and Main. Wait, don't no, you can't use that. I told you, you're not. No, come on, bro. It's me.
Wonderful. I love this so much. Yeah, Georgia, did you have? It sounded like you had an idea for the competition, for the challenge.
Yes, for the challenge. It's gonna be more on the survival side this time. They're not feeding us tonight. We have to shoot in an archery competition to feed ourselves. There's little baggies, and then if you hit the bullseye rather, the food will drop.
Oh, I love that.
If not, we're not eating.
It's very like kitchen. No, not Kitchen Nightmares. What is it called? Cutthroat Kitchen. Like one of the challenges they would
yeah.
have, where it's like you have to have a bow and arrow. That's great. Does anybody want to go first to describe what they're doing for this challenge, how they're approaching it?
I think I know what Allie would do. So Allie is has always been a bit of a jock. Is fairly good at archery. Is a very physically fit and active woman, and so she sees that it's an archery competition, and she's like, all right, I got this, and she's wearing like the very stereotypical lesbian cargo shorts and the gray racerback tank top, and you get a shot of her like pulling up her hair and putting on a hat backwards so like everything stays in place, and like she goes right up and she's looking, she does the test in the wind. And she does the drawback, no, and like she's doing the whole thing like as professional as she can, and so I'm using experience. That is a 10.
Nice.
Oof.
Very good.
Hard to
Very
beat.
good. It is.
Um,
Now, Nana is also going to be using experience because, there's 9 kids under your belt. You get some bow and arrow moments. So, and what's fair is fair. If they hit someone, they also have to be hit. Nerf arrows, but it is what it is.
if they hit someone, they also have to be shot with an arrow.
Eye for an eye. All right. And that is a 5. That is a
Okay.
5 for Nana.
Not
So
bad.
we're all right. We're all right.
You get some baggies.
Get a little nut or something.
you get- yeah, Jake, do you have an
You know what I
idea for what you want to do, or do you want me to go first?
Yeah. Okay. Frankie has never held a bow and arrow before, in his life. So it's like, as much as he wants to rely on what he knows, that's too out of the zone. So he's gonna get creative, and we're gonna pull out a sausage caser, and we're gonna turn it up to high speed, and we're gonna just aim that sausage caser, and we're just gonna pump them through, and hopefully one of those will hit. I mean, I've never tried something like this before, but it's a good idea. Trust. So I'm gonna roll innovation, even though that's my absolute worst stat.
My spouse is a butcher, and this is not how these things work. I hope it works for you. I really do.
Yes,
How did you get a 4?
I like that talking head. Well, I don't know, but I hope it works out for you. Okay. 2.
Oh
Oof.
no.
Oh, no.
I like
A
to
tragedy.
I like to think, Jake, this is up to you if it's true or not, but as a thinly veiled way of trying to make it seem like you didn't just manage to get this from home in a big cheater move, that you that you have sticks and stuff kind of all over
Glued to the
machine.
side of it. I found this. I don't know.
It's wild caught,
It's one of those wild sausage casers you heard about.
Dungeonity, let me know who you want to give. Oh, and Dungeonity and Kat, let me know who you want to give your cheers to, because we got people in chat are willing to give a +1 to people. So let me know who that's for. And I'm gonna roll for Doo Wop Donny, who's also gonna use innovation. Doo Wop has been using this bow and arrow, and I think he says now the thing you really need to do is I've seen this in a lot of movies, and he puts 2 arrows when he's trying to shoot with his bow and arrow. So I'm gonna roll innovation for Doo Wop to see how well that goes. We'll see how much Frankie needs to succeed. Hang on. Can Frankie succeed? I just got an 8.
We'll see. I don't know.
So what was the next lowest score? I've forgotten what people rolled.
5. I rolled a 5, so I think
No, I didn't need.
that's
3 at least to do
Three.
Yeah. Yeah.
to do a roll
so
off.
I think Frankie is beyond saving, but if you want to give those cheers to Jake to use on their next character, or decide, you also, people in chat, you can hang on to those cheers, and for the next elimination you can use it then if you would like to. So who got the highest? I got an 8. I
got a 10.
You got a 10. Okay, so Chai, you win that challenge. What does it look like when the judges are like, what do you do? Like, how does that play out, I guess?
I think what happens is, so Allie does the whole squaring up, and I got the 10 on the highest roll I can do on the biggest die that we're supposed to have. So bullseye right off the bat. The food drops down, and they're just they try not to show it, that they are themselves a little surprised that they got the bullseye right off the bat, because it's been a few years since they've picked up a bow. But they try and play it off of really cool, yeah, and so the judges come over and congratulate them on the bullseye, and they're just yeah, I focused, and I just I channel, I used to do this a lot when I was a kid, and and I'm honestly I'm really hungry, so I knew I had to win. I knew that I had to go and put all of my effort into this one shot. I don't know what the next things are gonna be, but this I think is the start of something great for me.
And after hearing from the winner, of course, we next need to have the goodbye to Frankie, a very crowd favorite of Frankie.
Poor Frankie.
If you want to talk about
sausage caser.
How your sausage caser went and what you're saying as you're leaving.
Yeah, I think they just he's starting to push them through, but they don't even come out. They just
jams the
droop
stick
out
into the road.
Yeah, it sticks, and it's just and he's starting kicking it, come on. Just kind of knocks it over and
the judges are
just
shaking their
looks
heads.
around. Yeah, and then you just cut to the talking head, listen, you gotta trust your heart, you gotta trust what Nona has taught me, and I gotta do what I gotta do. And sometimes it's not your day, but you know what will be my day? Tomorrow, when I'm back at Tomorrow Butchery and Kitchen on 41st and Main down here in New York, in Niagara Falls, New York. Just take the highway off at exit 12 and you cannot miss us. We got daily specials, hot table deals, anything you want down at Tomorrow Butchery and Kitchen. Remember the name. We're coming for you.
I think
Trust.
As you're talking, the audio, whoever's the editor is you're kind of fading out.
Shady edit.
I think we have to end that episode on Nana's reaction to her rival going home.
Well, what can you expect when you buy your sausage casing machines from Walmart, just like everything else?
Savage.
There's a
such shade
sound of
shade.
The shade. Which terrible to see Frankie go. A lot of 07s in the chat for Frankie. I think all the Frankie fans will be excited to see the next character. Jake, do you want to introduce your next character? And Chai, you'll be pretty
please.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so yeah, if we're on the next episode, we cut in, you see a young guy with a goatee, beard, and cropped hair, and he's just Frankie is my brother, my actual brother. I'm Vincent DeMauro. I'm the cool guy, the guy you call when you want to party. Vince, he's not Vince. My mama, she do that one all the time. Anyways, Frankie, now he's the boring one. He's always up in the office. He's, I gotta get this from Walmart. I gotta get this from Publix. They're having a sale on on mortadella and ham this week. That's what he concerns with this. With Vince, you are getting the idea guy. We're going big brain, big picture. We're going to have tomorrow butcheries and kitchens all over this great country of America. I swear it. And when I ride by my jet ski, you're going to know that's the Tomorrow boy Vince. Trust.
Same catchphrase.
Trust.
It's like it's the family's catchphrase.
Yeah, it's
Clearly.
like the Kardashians have Bible, I think. Yeah, I think that's a thing. I don't really watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but isn't that a thing where they'll go
Never
like
seen
Bible when they're saying something that's true? Yeah, Chai, it's your turn to take the producer seat. So what do we have cooking for this episode?
Alright. I think we're gonna do spades for the first one.
Oh yeah, let me pull it up so I can read it for you.
The 4 of spades.
4 of spades.
Alright.
What the hell is happening here? You can't roll experience this episode.
No!
I think that just applies to your character.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's
So
rough.
we'll see. That'll
Alright.
come in, I think, whenever the challenge is decided. But yeah.
Yeah. Then we're gonna do diamond. Alright, I got the king of diamonds this time.
Oh, 2-parter. Draw 2 more cards from any pile next episode. No one goes home this episode. So we're all safe. We're all safe this time. So whoever is producing next, which will be Jake, you'll draw 2 extra.
2
cards.
extras.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna draw a trauma, and that's gonna be my last one.
Okay.
And that is the Queen of Hearts.
Extremely attractive guest judge. And
Oh my
then
gosh.
you also draw an additional diamond card.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I was going to be done, but all right, I guess not.
The cards say otherwise.
Yes. Something else in your future.
And the king was the one that I got last,
The
right?
king
So
was
it's
the one you got last time.
5. Yeah,
5?
so it's a 5 of diamonds.
My time to shine. Your side character with the highest personality becomes the active character. So you can swap out. Who are you playing right now? Allie.
I was playing Allie. So now I am playing. So it's on the write up. It says Quinn Donovan, 28, bartender extraordinaire at the hottest bar. It's just called Fiero.
Very hot.
Nice. What does Quinn look like? Do you have an idea for what Quinn looks like?
Quinn is about just under 6 feet tall, lanky, a little not quite like scrawny, but like lean. Like he's got some muscle on him. It's mostly upper body strength, and so it's what the camera is on him, and he's behind a bar, and he doesn't call himself a mixologist because that's pretentious. But he's definitely like flipping the bottles and like doing everything with real flair and like pouring like 6 glasses at a time, and it's the overdub of him is just like, hey, I'm Quinn, born and raised in Miami, Florida. You know, love Florida. It's never been anywhere else. You know, why would I want to go anywhere else? Because Florida's amazing, and you can kind of get from the tone of like, he is not an intelligent man.
Oh, no.
He knows what he's good
Himbo.
at, and such himbo. He drinks the respect women juice. He's it's a lot of him talking about, you know, growing up, you know, it was just me and my ma, and you know, there was a grocery store down the street. They knew my mom, they knew me, they knew. So I would go and I'd go to the store with mom's credit card, and I'd pick up everything for her. And you know, with everything I do is for her. And like it's pictures of like shots of him with his mom, and like with their family dog, which is like a corgi like mix of something else, and like them, and like the end shot is like the two of them walking like from behind, and it's the two of them walking with the dog in between, and like the very end of the shot is just like him putting his arm over his mom's shoulder.
So cute.
I think when Quinn like enters like the kind of the narrative or whatever, there's definitely a scene of Donny, who I didn't mention this in the intro, but it is written on my notes, that Donnie's also from Florida. So I think as soon as you come in, he's like, oh, Quinn, like, but inexplicably hasn't talked to you yet, even though, like, kind of in-game everyone's been here the whole time.
Yeah.
I think Donnie just finally places where he recognizes you from, and says, what did you say your bar is? Fuego?
Fiero?
Fiero. Says, I just realized I know you from Fiero. You're the bartender. I'm Doo Wop Donny at Doo Wop Donny's. The Smash
Donny,
Fries.
yeah.
I'm famous for the Smash
Fries. Donny, it's great to see you. And he goes and he gives Doo Wop Donny a big ol' hug. I don't know if he actually remembers who you are, but he's worked in food service for his entire life for a decade. So he knows how to schmooze, and like it's definitely like a, oh yeah.
I think
your favorite drink is that one. Oh, what was it? It's got you know, and like he's kind of waiting for Donny to like.
And it's got the
yeah,
gin.
you like that. Yeah. You get the beer that our specialty beer. That's your favorite. Yeah.
Also, I think to respect the fact
the Miami bog water.
Yes. Miami bog water. I think to respect the fact that Donny is the villain, as Kat is pointing out in chat. I think there's a talking head of Donny saying like, I gotta be honest, I knew who Quinn was this whole time, but I didn't really see him as a competitor. But now that some of the other folks have gone home and Quinn's still here, I feel like we might need to make an alliance. So that's why he never talked to you before.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is great. I lost track of what's next. We're done drawing cards, I think.
Yes,
yes.
So we have a competition and no one's going home.
Right.
And we have our super attractive guest judge.
Hot judge.
Ooh, yes.
Do we want to celebrity cast the judge, or do we just want to have it be an ambiguous hot person?
Guy Fieri.
You're right.
Yeah, it's got to be Guy Fieri. It does.
Yeah. Wonderful. Guy Fieri guest judge. What's the competition? What's the challenge tonight?
I think the challenge tonight is God, I had an idea. I think it's gonna be you have to. It's not necessarily like it's not the survival because we had survival the last episode. So this is going to be like you have to create a table setting with with all the things from the surrounding area. Like there's no props from the people behind the scenes. You have to make a table setting from things that you find.
I love that. That's really great.
Very good.
I think Donny is going to. His approach is going to be just basically like running around like a chicken with his head cut off, like trying to find like pretty flowers, like very much this is his weak point. So I'm going to roll experience because he doesn't have any experience with table setting. Nor honestly
Wait,
with
can we
foraging.
roll experience
I
on this
think
one?
only Chai can.
Only Allie.
Oh, only Allie can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't gonna roll experience for this anyways because
Yeah.
it's not
Good,
Quinn's
Yeah.
expertise.
That's good. Because I had forgotten about that one, but yeah, I think it is only Allie. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. Experience is my weak, so I got a 2. So I think it just doesn't look very good, and I think there's definitely something on the table that is poisonous. Something in the table setting that is should not. I mean, they won't be eating it, but it's still not a great idea to have something poisonous on the table. So that's Doo Wop Donny.
That's beautiful. Nana is then also going to roll experience because she's very experienced in putting together a table. So, and that is a 9.
Ooh. A beautiful
Coming out
table.
strong
frame.
with those, leaf arrangements.
Yeah, is there like a leaf that's like folded up the way they do like fancy napkins? So there are some leaves
Oh,
that are like
absolutely.
folded up
She's
into like
turning
a swan.
leaves into swans. Yes.
I love that.
There's a whole lake on the table, but out of leaves.
A lake of leaves. Yeah, what about I'm bad with character names
Vince?
anyway, and I'm losing
Vincent?
Quinn and Vincent, yeah.
Alright, so I think so. Cut to Vincent talking head, and it's just like, now there are 2 things that I know about this competition. 1, Guy Fieri, those bleach tips, sexiest thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna get a flame shirt, going all the way. Number 2, and Guy Fieri knows this too. Chicken is the future.
I forgot about this chicken subplot.
And I'm gonna sell chicken to Guy Fieri the same way I sold it to my no-no, with my charm. So Vincent's just gonna try to like not do a lot. It's just gonna like put some nice chicken tenders out and just sell it. Like this is cutting edge. Really appeal to the cool factor. So I'm gonna roll personality. Or can I do? I can do that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 3. Ooh.
No.
Oh no.
Might use my point.
Not as, well, no one's going home this time.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right,
So
right,
hang on to
right.
your point. And also, I got a 2,
Yes.
so
Oh, yeah.
you're safe.
I forgot to mention this earlier when introducing Quinn, but Quinn also has frosted tips. Absolutely
Yes.
has frosted
Of course.
tips, and it's like the like coif and like slicked back with frosted tips. Like it's not very long, but it's like it's slicked up in the front, and yeah. So I think Quinn is gonna roll personality. He's not great at table setting. He's a bartender. You don't need to do that kind of thing, but he is a charming motherfucker. And so he is going to kind of like, he sees Guy Fieri and he knows something that could impress Guy Fieri, and you get some like shots of him talking to the judges and like being personable and like talking to them and like trying to find out like things that they like, and like so he's gonna try and like put something like bits and pieces in his table setting that will appeal to each of the judges. So I'm rolling personality. That is 3.
So Nana won this
So I think-
challenge.
Yeah, I think Quinn just like couldn't get any information from anyone, or like couldn't figure out how to use the information that he got. So,
Yeah,
like,
Nana's trying to tell you how to fold leaves into swans, but it's too complicated.
if you need someone to juggle bottles, Quinn's your guy. But like, not so great on the like real like fine motor skills with the fingers. Trying to like fold napkins that are actually leaves.
Wonderful.
Everything is leaves out here.
What do you think it looks like when Nana wins this challenge?
she's going to go in depth about her display. As you can see, here is all 43 members of my family riding individual swans. This is why she won, because there was so many dang swans.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
It's actually quite disturbing because they kind of look like those Blair Witch little people.
Oh my gosh.
They're riding
Paper doll.
leaf origami swans. And she's explaining, well, this is Timmy. He's the one that cried the hardest about the meat. So it's been sweet. Just gonna make eye contact with him. Just.
Like, there's a cut too of like Vincent. Like I told them not to get it from the Krogers. I told them it was an important order. They didn't listen to me. They never listened to my ideas.
Vincent's the one that served us. Saw him put a carrot on that spread. Who garnishes with the carrot?
A zoom in of a carrot on
on my plate.
your signature.
Yeah.
I think Donnie lost. I got a 2. I don't think anybody did better than Donnie.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So I think it basically is just like I think it looks like shit, both like metaphorically and literally. Like I think there's just like some dirt. Like it does not. The table setting looks terrible.
Just threw dirt on the table.
Yeah. Like, you know, like when you pull out like plants from the root and there's all like the dirt still in there, like that's like
Right,
he's just
yeah.
like putting those
Yeah.
on. Something is poisonous. I think he gets a real dressing down from Guy Fieri, who cares deeply about like safety, like food safety.
I don't think Guy Fieri does.
Yeah, and I think
He actually does.
Yeah.
Guy
Oh,
Fieri's
does he?
actually like Guy Fieri's a solid dude. Like he does a
Yeah.
lot of nonprofit work.
Guy Fieri is a solid dude.
He's
Yeah.
up there.
But yeah, Guy Fieri gives Donnie a real dressing, and the whole time it's like that thing when like somebody knows that they like messed up on a reality show and they're just like looking down, like totally silent. Very like looks like he's about to cry, but nobody feels bad for him because he's the villain.
Oh.
And Chai, I think
Right.
Quinn is like giving him side eyes, like
reacting.
he didn't do much better. I got a 3.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it's more like a I'm just glad I didn't do as bad as him.
Yeah. And Chai, I think I'll cut over to you since you're producing. How do you think it's revealed that no one's going home and that this is a 2-part episode?
I think I think that it's the challenge is introduced by Guy Fieri because he's the guest, and he's part of they all go around and they judge everyone, and they like look at everything and they go back and then they confer and they come out and tell and like say, it wasn't exactly a hard choice. Nana, you knocked it out of the park on this one.
She
this
is still
just
naming the little stick figures. Just. This is.
it's just like you are a gift to your craft. You are a saint. And we talked about it, and we thought that there was absolutely no chance of anyone else but Nana winning, and so we decided that this was just going to be, Nana gets to show off her skills. No one's going home tonight. No one's going home. You're all staying. We're all staying in Flavortown. And that's the end.
Nice.
Beautiful.
I think that's back to me to produce since none of us have run out of characters yet. So we'll start the next one off. Let's start off with some drama. I'm a lover of drama.
Yes.
I got you up.
Let me see. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Why did it turn the deck of cards over?
Oh, I see. Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't know how I did that. Let's see. I'll just steal my cell phone. Okay, I turned it back over. I don't know what that was. Oh shoot, and I forgot. Last time So I think it's a
I have the reference up.
6. No, I already got a 6. How did I get a 9 again? Because we've already had... Oh, no, we haven't had a celebrity guest judge. Yeah, do you want to read it, Chai?
Sure. So 9 of hearts, celebrity guest judge, no effect. Decide who's famous enough, who's both famous enough and hard up enough for camera time to judge the show.
Yeah, so I think we'll have Guy Fieri back, but then we'll have another celebrity guest judge.
Oh my gosh,
in
yes.
addition. I'm just deleting my cards out of my
Yeah, I'm doing that too.
I think they should go into a discard pile, so we should be good. Yeah, so who do we think is the other guest judge?
Should it be like a survival person?
Oh, Bear Grylls.
I was just about to say Bear Grylls. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. The celebrity guest judge.
That is
this time
perfect. That is perfect.
Is Bear Grylls.
Guy Fieri's best friend, Bear Grylls.
Yes.
Yes, it's canon now.
It is.
Canon in real life. Let's do innovation. So I'll do clubs, and I will hopefully not turn over the whole deck again. I still don't know what I pushed to do that. Okay, and I got a 2 of clubs.
Bizarre materials.
Ooh.
Everyone must roll innovation this episode.
Okay, so we're all doing innovation.
Okay, alright.
And I think, Chai, you can probably pick whether you want to have Quinn or Allie, since they've both been introduced.
I think I'm going to stick with Quinn, because Quinn's got better innovation.
Yeah, good idea. And I think with that, I might just decide what the challenge is. So we just did one that was like a decorating thing, and this one has to have weird materials. I think maybe this is like also, in addition to Bear Grylls being one of the judges, it's also like a Chopped like crossover, so the judges like give us what we need to do to cook with, and it's like I think one of the things this is gross, so people can say no, but because it's Bear Grylls, I feel like one of the ingredients has to be piss.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I think it has to.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not excited about this, but I think
No.
it does need to be.
Okay, so one of the ingredients.
It's the law.
One of the ingredients is piss. One of the ingredients is hot sauce, because of Guy Fieri, and one of the ingredients is, I don't know, it's always like jelly beans or something. So we'll have that be the third one.
Oh my gosh.
So we have to incorporate those three things, and we have to roll innovation. So whoever has an idea of what their character is doing with these ingredients,
Okay.
feel free to chime in.
I think Quinn is trying not to vomit. And like we get a couple of shots of Quinn just like be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay.
Nana's gonna make a trail mix.
What?
That's what she's doing.
What
Candy.
trail mix?
Real straightforward.
Hear me out. She's getting a little mixing bowl. Get some nuts, some berries, the jelly beans, the hot sauce.
Nuts and berries.
Yeah. Putting them in. She accidentally has spilled the other liquid. It's oh no, I've run out of. It's fine. Heats it up over the campfire, candying it a little. That's the plan here. Everything was included. The judges don't need to know.
So just secretly not using the piss.
It's a tragedy. I'm at a disadvantage now because of this, but it's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Oh no, it's a 1.
You're really gonna get dinged on leaving the piss out.
Yeah, you know what?
You gotta have some
This
piss.
is what happened. Exactly.
Okay.
It's what happens when you don't listen
is-
to the rules.
Exactly. This is what she gets.
That's
This is
true.
what she gets.
Unfortunately.
That's true. Does anyone else have an idea of what they want their character to do for this challenge?
I think Quinn is gonna make a drink.
Makes sense.
And so like there's a couple of shots of him just like going out and finding like some berries to muddle up, and like finds some, he's like 99% sure it's mint. It smells like mint. It tastes like mint, but the roll will tell us if it is mint. So yeah, like he crushes up a couple of the jelly beans, and like heats it over the fire to like liquefy them, and it's like he like pulls out a hip flask and like pours a little bit of vodka, pours a glass of vodka, and like puts the liquefied jelly beans in it, tosses like a dash or two of the hot sauce, and then like takes his pinky in the urine and just like gets it wet and then like flicks it into there. So it's in there. You can't say it's not.
Great.
And then like there's the sprig of mint, maybe mint depending on my roll, and then like some muddled berries in there, and he like mixes it up and then does the flourishes and pours it. So here's my innovation D8 roll. I also got a 1.
Wow. It turns out putting piss in food is not really.
Yeah. It's not good.
It's not really
not
that
good.
It's not great. It's really not recommended.
Jake, do you know what you're planning to do?
Yeah,
Go
and
for
it's
it.
gonna get real gross.
Oh no.
So we cut.
It's already real gross.
It is already really gross. It cuts to Vincent in the talking head and says, "Vincent's a party boy. What can I say? I drink piss. I've had jelly beans. I do hot sauce shots. And if there's one thing I know, it's how to take all of these fresh new ideas and relate them back to my family. So we are doing a traditional minestrone because you never drink not hot piss. You always gotta warm that shit up. And we're gonna put it in the pot. We're gonna have, and it's like cuts of me like just pouring it all in. And we're gonna have the meatballs of the minestrone. We're gonna have little jelly beans as the beans. It works. And we're putting some hot sauce on for that zing. So I'm gonna roll innovation for a new way of making minestrone.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
3.
A 3?
For my,
Better
for
than
We're
my
not
bowl
doing
of
great.
hot piss.
better than 1.
This is
I
true.
think Donnie looks at the ingredients and it's like a cut of his like him like kind of smiling, and he's like, if there's one thing I know about piss, it can be a little salty, which is, you know, not ideal for a lot of foods, but my specialty is smash fries. And for a smash fry, you know, you get your tubers and you get your sauce, you smash it all up. I think, you know, I think I can work with this. And so he's foraging for potatoes.
Oh god.
He's gonna mix the hot sauce with the piss. I think he's gonna reduce the piss a little bit, so really, you know, get
Smart.
the
Piss reduction.
get the flavor. And then I think he's going to like maybe put the jelly beans over the fire or something to make them like kind of like chop them up and make them kind of crunchy as like a topping, because you want the sweet to balance out the salty from the piss. And I'm gonna roll innovation, and I got a 5. So
Oh,
Very good.
not bad. So I think it's between Quinn and Nana, but we do have some Mila in chat put 1 point towards someone. So Mila, let me know who that's going toward. And then I believe Alex Dungeonuity has a point that he has not assigned to anyone. So chat, let me know if you want to give it to one of these 2 people to keep them in the competition, or we can, if nobody does that, we can have a roll off between these 2 characters with a bonus challenge. So I'll wait to see what people are saying for their points. While I'm saying that, or while I'm waiting for that, if you're enjoying this game, it is on Kickstarter right now, and I think that's in the chat, so you can just get it on itch. But there's also a Kickstarter for a print version, and I think the Kickstarter has like 48 hours or something left on it. So if this seems like fun to you and you want to have it in print, head on over to the Kickstarter and you can back it for that. And I don't see, there is a delay on chat between like what I'm between what I'm saying and what's happening. Okay, Mila says that they'll give to one of the people who need it, but you have to choose.
There are two of us. It's either Quinn or Nana.
Yeah, Quinn or Nana. Either the bartender or the granny. Oh, and Kat just did another. Oh, okay. Mila says Nana. Oh no! Kat just said Quinn.
I agree, though. I agree. Quinn is Angel.
I think it's a roll off.
Oh my gosh.
So
we both just got a +1.
Yeah, you both just got +1s.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right. Can we hold on to those since it?
Hang on.
There we go.
Alex just
I got
Quinn,
two.
So Quinn, yeah.
I got two.
Nana's going
Yeah. Thanks, chat.
Wonderful. This is so much fun. Okay, so Nana's going home. What does it look like as Nana? I think you do. It's one of those things where you get sent home because I think Guy Fieri and Bear Grylls are both like, Bear Grylls says, I have no idea what Bear Grylls sounds like, but he says like, I know what piss tastes like. This trail mix has no piss in it. It's gonna be a no from me.
It's fair enough.
Oh my gosh.
Nana is not mad whatsoever. Except that she did lose to a pissy Mary, so a little concerned. It was.
Nana played it too safe with the piss, says Mila in chat.
Too safe. It's true.
Oh, this is so funny. Cool. So yeah, Nana's going home.
Nana is gone.
The villain took home another win. Would have gone home last episode, but it's a two-parter.
Oh my gosh.
That's the real drama.
Yeah, that's a big upset.
It
Because
is.
I think Nana won the last one. Yeah, Nana, you won the last one.
Yes,
Was a two-parter.
it's true.
Drama.
In the
She
top,
got-
and then-
She got her shining glory on the table. That's all
true.
that matters.
That's true.
Play a montage. It's mainly just her dissing people.
And just like it's a voiceover of her dissing people and her like it's just up on her hands while she's folding those lids.
Yes.
I think Donnie.
Just like a,
Oh, go ahead, Jake.
I was just like a cut of Vincent, like, Nana was a fierce competitor, but you gotta learn to let things go. Let things go, and I'm ready to let Nana go.
I think Donnie. I keep reading my own name and thinking it's Danny. Doo Wop Donny, who won the challenge, says, "You know what I know from these weird ingredients is you gotta lean in. You know, if they give you piss, they want to taste the piss." And that's that episode. Georgia, I think you are the next producer, and you also introduce your next character.
Hi. My next character is Cecil. He is 28 years old and a librarian and considers himself a survival expert.
Yeah.
Because he has read a lot of books about it.
He's got theory knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yes, in theory, he's here to win. You know.
Love it. What is, do you have any ideas of, like, what shots of Quinn are in this little intro? Like, is there anything specific you have in mind?
It's a lot
Quinn?
of, like...
That's not your character's name.
You did.
Quinn, yes, Cecil.
Cecil, yes.
There's a essence of magician, but he is not a magician. But very much presents like a magician. A vest, everything like that. You know, glasses, and just lots of, like, holding a book, reading. Could be a spellcaster, we're not sure. That sort of vibe.
I love that.
There's actually no shots of him outside. So.
Shots of him looking like a magician inside reading books.
Mm-hmm. That is the case. Alright. So I am also the producer.
You're the producer.
Let's get some drama.
If anyone's seen The Magicians, I'm getting mad Quentin Coldwater vibes from Cecil.
Oh my gosh.
I have not seen The Magician.
I have not.
You should both watch and read the books because the books are
Okay.
amazing, and the show is also really good.
I've had it recommended to me before. I think one of my friends really likes it.
Alright. I got the Jack.
Oh, another guest judge. Actually cool
Ooh.
guest judge. And you also get to draw a club. So you draw
Club.
an additional card. A lot of guest judges.
What?
Yeah. I think it's because they couldn't get enough people to sign on for more than one episode.
It's true. It's true. Alright, we got
Like,
three
who the
clubs.
fuck wants to be on this?
3 of clubs. Oh no, the judges hated it. You have to permanently bump your innovation down a die type. So
Alright,
Cecil's
alright.
innovation goes down to whatever the...
It goes down to
the-
normal.
Terrible.
Oh no, that was your strong.
That was my stroke!
Oh no.
That's unfortunate.
So that'll
It feels
definitely
right,
come
though.
up, I think, during the during whatever the challenge is. Who do we think the guest judges? Who's actually cool?
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name from the? I'm really bad with celebrity names. He's one of the hosts for the most recent season of Great British Bake Off.
Oh, Noel Fielding?
Yes.
Yes. I do think Noel Fielding was very cool.
Alright. Alright.
I'm done with that.
I think that works. That
Because the
works.
show is actually sponsored by the BBC.
There you go. There's crossover.
It's true.
it's being in the UK. It is being produced by the BBC.
They have to
Very
have the
good.
time. Do you want to draw more cards, or do you have an idea for what you want the challenge to be?
I think the challenge is going to be we're gonna lean in on the British. It's tea based, the challenge. We're going to
Oh, nice.
make the best brew. We have to scavenge and make the best brew. And hopefully not kill any of the judges.
Uh-oh.
Points deducted for death. But yes, I think that'll be good on the cards.
Points deducted for death. It's a good thing to let me check. Yes. Yeah, Chai, you are good.
Okay, good. Everything just froze, and I can't see anyone
you
anymore.
Oh, no.
you are not
Oh,
frozen in the
sure.
Zoom call or on stream, so
Yeah.
Okay.
if you're okay with that, it's fine on our end. We're just all frozen for you.
Okay, I just I clicked over into Roll20 and then back over into Zoom, and now it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Cool. So we're making tea.
I live in the middle of nowhere, so
Honestly, same. My internet has gone down many times during streams.
Oh no.
So far, it seems like it's okay. But yeah, so the challenge is tea making. And we don't have any restrictions on what we're rolling. All the rest of us, I don't think so. So I think, I don't think that Jake's character has gone first yet in one of these descriptions. So Jake, do you want to describe what what your character, Vincent?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
doing?
Okay. I'm gonna make a bad choice again. So Noel Fielding walks into the stage. You get a cut of Vincent. Now that man, that is a sexy man. And I don't know much about what they're doing over yonder in the pond, but I know they like tea. Now I've never even heard of tea until today. More of a coffee, more of a vodka spritzer at 9 a.m. to wake up kind of person. But I know that it comes from leaves, and everybody knows the best leaf is the big O oregano.
Oregano tea.
So we're going to traditional style oregano tea, and I'm gonna roll experience from my family trust.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna roll experience, which is my worst stat to make oregano tea.
oregano tea.
Oh no! Oh god, it fell off my table. Let me try again. 4! Not bad.
Not bad.
No, not bad at all.
I think I know what Donnie is gonna do, which is, there's a shot of him just, like, gathering leaves, and then you see him kind of, like, go off behind a tree and come back with a jar of liquid, and there's a shot of him talking to the camera, and he says, "Hey, you know, if it won last time, who am I to argue?" And he's gonna roll innovation to make some leaf, and who's to say what the other ingredient is. Oops, I almost rolled the wrong one. And I did get a 6.
Oh
You
my
know what?
I am making the worst choices with Donnie, and it's serving me well. So he's got some hot, steaming mystery tea that he'll be serving.
I did not think that Donnie deserved the villain edit until now.
When he willingly used her in.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, what about who we've got? Quinn and Cecil, right?
Yeah. Cecil's gonna be fighting with the tree to try and get some leaves, because he's very aware of what tea is and how to make tea, kind of. Read it somewhere, but that pesky tree. So he's gonna use his experience, his theoretical experience, to try and he just picked a tree, any tree. And it is a 2.
Oh no.
Because he can't quite get those leaves off of the branch effectively. But, it's alright. He'll be okay. He'll be okay.
What's Quinn doing?
I think Quinn isn't very experienced, but the things that he does know is that he could definitely find some berries, and he's had some like raspberry zinger tea, so like that's got to be made from like raspberry leaves, right? Probably something like that. So he goes off and he's looking for he's looking for some berry bushes, and he finds some maybe some blueberries and some raspberries, and he takes like a bunch of the leaves, and he makes a makeshift muddler, and like grinds them up and like gets some of the juices of the berries in it, and he makes his berry tea, steeps it for probably a little too long because he's a coffee drinker too. Honestly, he's a mimosa in the morning kind of guy. All right, so but he's gonna roll personality, because he's like dressing it up, like there's like a berry in it, and like the leaves, there's like a small, very thin stick that he cleaned with like 3 sprigs of the leaf on it.
Oh, nice.
So at the end, that's like in it, garnishing it, and like it looks real nice. If it's not tasty, it looks really nice.
Very, very.
A feast for the eyes.
And I got a 7.
Nice.
Oh.
It is tasty.
They were raspberries.
I think that was the highest, right? Who was Cecil the lowest?
Cecil was the lowest.
Oof.
Oh.
It makes sense.
So yeah, what does Noel Fielding have to say about your tea, Chai?
I think he looks at it and like he like talks about how it looks really nice and presentable, and he's like, but the test will be. And then he goes to sip it, and it's the face of like, I don't know what I'm about to take in. And then, all right, this is not half bad. Can I have this? Can I have this? And yeah, he held in his, he keeps it in his hand, and he walks off, continuing to drink it.
You can only
Very
be
good.
thankful that the piss
But
taste
honestly,
isn't
it's mostly because he went. He was judged last, and second to last was Donnie, and this tastes infinitely better.
Yeah, I did get a 5, but salty tea is not really what you want.
It's really
It's
not.
It's not
It's
ideal.
interesting.
And
Yeah.
how does Cecil say goodbye? Unless, was it close enough that votes would matter? I don't remember what Jake got.
No.
No. Okay.
It really was not.
Cool.
Cecil presented the judges with some cold leaf water from the lake, so,
Oh,
you know,
poor Cecil.
was not even dignified with the response, really. One of the producers said, it's just waving him on. It's time to go.
Like there's a fish in it.
Oh no! Oh, a tiny little
Bugs, you
Like
know.
maybe a tadpole is in it from the lake.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're not gonna.
This is, yeah.
No.
we
Noel
can't.
Fielding like spits out a tadpole and says, "Was this is this an ingredient? Was this supposed to be?"
You just, yep, it's boba.
Oh, I want to die.
Oh
Oh
no.
god. Oh god. That's wonderful
alright.
and awful.
Smash to the chopping block or the cutting board
Hatchet.
being chopped off. And I think that's a good place. We're at least probably more than halfway through our playthrough tonight, so I think that's a good point for us to take a quick break. So we are
Yes.
going to break for 10 minutes. And give us all performing a chance to, hit the restroom, get drinks, get snacks, all of that, so we can come back in the second half better than ever. And when we come back, we'll do reinstructions for anyone who missed the first, 5 or so minutes of the stream. And yeah, and while we're on the break screen, oh my goodness, Kat. Kat just tipped $20. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
And said, I gotta go early. You're all wonderful. Thanks for a memorable stream. Trust, Quinn must be protected at all costs. And remember to reduce the piss.
Gotta remember to
Wonderful,
reduce the
wonderful.
piss.
While we're
Exactly.
on the break screen, first
Quinn
of all,
loves you too, Kat.
Yes. While we're on the break screen, you'll be able to see my my cat walking around on stream, and then also
So good.
bios for all of the performers tonight, as well as tomorrow. I'm going to be running a game of Good Society tomorrow afternoon. There's also the promos for the players in that tomorrow. Truly, I would say that this was a wild juxtaposition. But
Yeah.
the Good Society players, the name of our Good Society mini campaign is Arse and Farce, because everyone picked butt-themed last names. So,
Lovely.
Love it. Here for it.
Beautiful.
so to find out more about that, you can just hang around during the break, and we'll see you all in about 10 minutes. Bye.
Right.
Felicitations, adventurers! We are back with some more I Came Here to Win, the reality television tabletop RPG. So far, we've had some great successes. We've sent some people home. We're ready to see who's going to be the winner of, I think, Chopping Block is what we
Yes.
decided the name of the game is. But before we get to that, I'm gonna have us all reintroduce ourselves just in case anybody missed the first part of the stream. My name is Taylor, my pronouns are she, her. I am the person behind Roll for Felicity. I stream on here Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, occasionally Sundays. Saturdays are usually tabletop games, so either I'm playing games like this with my lovely guests, or twice a month I play one-shots. And then I also do usually on Saturdays where I'm not doing a one-shot, I play a single-player tabletop RPG. So Saturdays usually for RPGs. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I've been playing Phoenix Wright. I'm on the second game now, and I do character voices, so I use it as a chance to practice my different voices to various success. And on Wednesdays,
Very
it's
good.
either Phoenix Wright or sometimes I do other behind-the-scenes tabletop stuff. And I'll also really quickly mention some stuff I have coming up on this channel. So tomorrow we've got back-to-back streams. Today's reality TV. Tomorrow's Jane Austen. I'm going to be playing the game Good Society with some people. We did character creation last month. That video is up on my YouTube at Roll for Felicity at the YouTube channel. But you don't have to watch that. You can just jump in and watch the first episode. It's going to be my first mini series. So instead of a one shot, it's going to be like 4 to 5 episodes of Good Society. Very excited for that. And then the end of this month, my friend Tag is going to guest DM a game that they wrote called Wizard Pals. And I'm very excited for that. It's going to be super fun. And I think there's going to be like 6 people on that one. So it's going to be a bigger group. But I'm really excited to play Wizard Pals. I helped Tag do some of the editing for it, and it was really, really fun. Tag has like a wonderful DMing style and a wonderful writing style, so I'm excited for that. But that is what I've got coming up. I will throw it over to Jake if you want to reintroduce yourself, and if you have anything to plug, let people know where they can find you, etc. You can go for it.
Yeah, so I'm Jake. I am based in Toronto. I'm a graphic designer. You can find all of my stuff everywhere, mostly, at Ahoy Space Cowboy. So you can find me on Twitter, where I post rants and things about
the good stuff.
Yeah, the good personal stuff. But I post about games I'm working on, games I want to play. I'm available for layout design. And you can find my actual games that I have published a couple on itch at Ahoy Space Cowboy, and you can find my D&D 5e module Road to Rock on DM's Guild.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
If you tweet those last 2 things that you said, I will retweet them so people can find your links to those. Awesome. Chai, you're up next.
Yeah, I'm Chai. I use they, them pronouns. I am a queer and trans activist. I do a lot of nonprofit work for about the last decade. You can find me on most social medias, for the most part right now, I guess I mostly just use Twitter at LostBoy, L0ST_BOI, because, you have to use zeros because everyone has used all the actual spellings of things. You'll find on there a lot of nerd shit, a lot of quotes from the campaigns that I'm a part of, and a lot of activist rants, and like the stuff that we're doing for policy work here in Maine. I love that I got to be a part of this. This is the first stream that I've ever been in for tabletop. But I've been playing tabletop role-playing for a very long time. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, there's
that's me.
Also a link in chat for the organization that Chai works for.
Oh yeah, I work for an organization called Outright LA. It is one of those kinds of organizations there's usually an Outright in almost every major city. They're not affiliated with each other. They're just under similar models. We work with queer and trans youth, generally in underserved locations. I work a lot with homeless or youth who don't have supportive parents, and that's the primary work that I do. I run 2 different Discord servers. One is specifically for youth, and one is specifically for adult trans people in the entire state of Maine. That's what I do on a day-to-day basis.
If that's something that anybody in chat feels led to support, there is a link to the organization that they work for, the Support Us page. So you can click right in chat and show them some love. And then, Georgia, do you want to reintroduce yourself and let us know if you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah. I'm Georgia, she, her pronouns. I am a little Twitch streamer. You can see the link is down there. It's Georgia Darling, and on Twitter I am also Georgia Darling, but with an underscore because everyone takes the good names. But yeah, just cozy streams, chill vibes. Basically weekly now because I've been studying, so yeah, once a week.
Yeah. And you can follow Georgia. Her link is also in the same not. I don't think I have your Twitter link, but I do have your Twitch link.
Yeah.
In chat.
It's all linked together.
You'll find your way. You'll find your way around. So I think with that, we're gonna get right back into the drama. So far, if you're just tuning in, we are playing Chopping Block, which is a survival and cooking reality television competition with guest judges such as Noel Fielding, Guy Fieri, and Bear Grylls. So far, we'll see where it takes us next. And...
On the break, I told my housemates that what we were doing, and I said that we had guest stars, and I guess I didn't say it properly enough because they were like, "You had real live celebrities on this stream," and I was like, "No."
Yeah, Bear Grylls was in the Zoom call earlier.
Yep.
Maybe someday.
What the heck are you doing in there?
Yeah, so we have some people have been eliminated, but the players that we're working with right now are I'm playing Doo Wop Donny, who's a rockabilly guy in his 40s who's getting the villain edit. And then we have Vincent DeMarino, is that right? I can't remember.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what I wrote down.
Vincent D. Morano.
D. Morano, yeah.
I probably say it different every time too.
It's a little different every time.
A little bit different. That's the spice. That's the oregano.
Exactly.
Spicy.
Who is in a family of butchers. His brother Frankie was eliminated. Now it's up to Vincent. And then we have a new character who'll be introduced this episode. And are you going to be playing Quinn or Allie Chai for this ep?
I think I'm gonna stick with Quinn this episode. He seems to be a chat favorite, so
yeah,
we're gonna play into that.
That's true. Everybody loves Quinn.
We're gonna play into that.
Quinn is.
I mean, once Frankie was eliminated, I feel like needed a fan favorite, and that's been Quinn. He's a himbo from Miami, Florida, and yeah.
Yeah. Chai, what do you have planned for us this episode?
Oh yeah, I'm the producer.
Yeah,
Alrighty, we're gonna
pull.
pull.
Let you know what you're pulling.
We're gonna pull a diamond.
Okay.
There's diamonds. Alrighty, we got the 3 of diamonds.
Turning over a new leaf. Permanently bump your personality down a die type. So
No!
either I think you can choose either Allie or Quinn. Since you've played both of them.
Oh, then I'm choosing Allie.
Just assassinating Allie.
Allie's not in this episode, and as a result, suffers a little bit when it comes to personality.
I mean, she's already been on camera, dissing her her 2 children
Two adopted
about
children.
Listen, Allie, she really should. She really should. All right, then we're gonna go with a club.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 6 of clubs.
6 of clubs. Traditional challenge. Nobody can roll innovation this episode. So you'll have to think of, your good old traditional survival cooking challenge. What as traditional as that can be.
And then I'm gonna pull a heart, and that's gonna be my last one for the episode.
Cool.
And there's a 7 of hearts.
7 of hearts. Returning winner.
Let's get some drama.
Returning winner, no effect. Describe a guest judge who has won this show before. So that's going to be another guest judge, but this is going to be a made-up previous winner.
All right, let's go with Oliver Downing. He was on this show in the last season, and Oliver is a rural farm-to-table chef, and he had used his experience of being a farmer and a chef to win this competition.
Nice. So what are we doing to impress Oliver for this episode?
I think this episode, the challenge is going to be we have to recreate our favorite meal.
That's a good one. We gotta stick to traditional cooking. No piss tea or trail mix or whatever other strange things we've been making. Nice. So we can't roll innovation this one. Does anyone have an idea of what their character's approach is gonna be? Oh wait, did we introduce? We didn't introduce George's new character.
We did not.
Yeah, go for it. I'm so sorry, I skipped over you.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. So first we will just be greeted with weird, just B-roll of France and French music. And then you see, in a full outfit, full little pastry chef outfit, Sam standing there, arms crossed. She really thinks that this is full-blown serious. I'm Sam, bakery owner from... She's from Australia because so am I. She's not French whatsoever. I'm a mother of 3, and I came here to win.
Got it.
Yeah.
Ooh, so the name of the game.
The name of the game has been invoked. That's when we know
She's my last character. She had to say it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, what is... I'll let... Since we kind of skipped over Sam's introduction, do you have an idea of what Sam is like, what Sam's favorite dish is and what her approach is?
Well, Sam's children are particularly fond of, like, tuna, sort of fish vibes. So she will probably be making a fish dish.
Fish dish.
Yes, and she is a pastry chef, so perhaps... I don't know, some sort of Wellington vibe.
Ooh, a tuna Wellington.
I'm not sure how she's gonna find that.
Interesting.
What you can't use innovation. So, are you gonna go for personality or are you gonna go for experience?
I think she's gonna go for experience. She has a lot of experience with pastry, so that is what she will go with. Let me see how it goes. It is a 6.
Nice. I was worried this character was gonna immediately go.
I know, I was like, a 1.
Yeah. Nice. So a fish Wellington. But it is apparently pretty good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Does anybody else have a dish they want to do? Oh yeah, Chai, go ahead.
I think Quinn is going to make a classic cheeseburger with fries. It's like he's pulling from the bar that he works at. Every week they have a different specialty burger, and he's making his favorite specialty burger that is the pull from the line in Pulp Fiction, Royale with cheese. So it's a fried egg on a burger with cheese, and I am going to be rolling with personality because while he's all the shots of him making this burger are him talking about when he first started working at the bar, and like talking about how there's all of the the bar, everyone who works there, we're all family, and he's a bartender. He's not a cook by like any means. So like a cheeseburger with a fried egg on it, like that's fucking easy for him. Like probably like the one thing that he can actually make.
Yeah.
Like if he's on a date and people ask him like, well, would you cook for me? This is what he makes.
Very good.
And so I'm gonna be rolling with personality.
Nice.
And that is a 4.
Okay, so middling. What do you think Quinn does that's just a little bit off-putting, I guess? Not as successful.
The egg is definitely overcooked. And he tried to cook it. He tried to cook it on the campfire. So the egg is overcooked and the burger's just a little rarer than it should be. So like he'd eat it because like it's food. And like he doesn't see anything wrong with that because it's food. It still tastes sort of the same, but it's not great.
Yeah. What about Vincent? What's Vincent doing?
Yeah, so Vince can't cook. So he cut to the talking head and says, "Now, there's two things that I know. One, that previous winner, sexy as fuck. Two, now Frankie and my Nono, they think that what we sell at the Demaro Butchery and Kitchen at 41st and Main Street in Niagara Falls, New York, well, they think what we're selling is meats. They got it wrong. What we're selling is the story." And then it cuts to like me like pulling out a can of like Chef Boyardee like ravioli and like me opening it, but like talking like about like how my grandfather saved the recipe for our traditional family ravioli from the burning house, and when they had to flee to America, it was the only thing he could fit in his suitcase, and he had $2 in this recipe. And I'm just selling
suitcase. One recipe.
It's just in one of his pockets.
That's my envelope suitcase.
So I'm just gonna try to sell the story with my personality. So I'm gonna roll personality and get a 9. Nice.
Nice. Good for Chef Boyardee.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good. It's an improved recipe. It's an improved formula.
I mean,
is Vince's grandfather Chef Boyardee?
Drama.
That would be. Maybe. I think what we serve at the butchery and kitchen is just Chef Boyardee that we heat up.
But of course you have to add the oregano.
But we add the spice. We add some stuff.
Gotta add some love.
I think Donnie is gonna say like, listen, I stick to what I know. I know how to make smash fries. We had it with piss. Let's try it this time without piss. So I'm gonna roll experience because I make this all the time, even though it's my weakest stat. That's a 4. So did I tie with someone?
I also got a 4.
Okay, so Chai and I are tied. And neither of us have points banked. So I think are we the lowest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So if anyone new is joining and you're in chat and you can, if you want to break the tie, 100 bits or $1, you can break the tie. Otherwise, we will have a roll off. Let me do this real quick. And while we're waiting to see if anybody wants to save one of us, what do we think? What do we think the bonus challenge is?
Ooh.
Well, we both made French fries.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So like maybe like we have to make like a specific type of fried.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe like truffle
Curly
fries.
fries.
Like we have to find truffles.
Curl the fries.
Curly truffle fries.
The longest curly fry.
Longest consistent curl.
I love that. Let's see, either Quinn or Donnie need to be saved. I'll say I'm more than happy to go home because Donnie is the villain and has been in this for so long.
And he's been in here the longest.
Yeah, this will be an upset. So I'll wait to see if Alex is gonna break the tie. But if not, let's just roll. Let's see where we're at with this roll.
Alrighty.
I got a 3.
I got a 7.
Donnie's going home. Oh, and hang on to that. You have 100 bits for Quinn for the next time you're in
Quinn's
trouble.
got a +1.
So Donnie's going
Write that
home.
down.
I think Donnie. I think the thing that loses is he shows very poor sportsmanship. Which is like when he ties, he like does one of those things where he like does kind of a tantrum of like, I've been here, I've been doing the work, and that really, the guest judge having competed, it really does not go They don't really take that very well. So Donnie's last thing.
Yeah.
Can I think of what he says as he leaves? I think he's just very bitter, and he's like, "I've been here since the beginning. I've been putting in the work. I hate to see it go this way. I could not disagree with the judges more. My smash fries are known in Florida. Now they're gonna be known worldwide. Peace out from Doo Wop Donny." And he does a little like greaser spin, like he does like takes out his comb and spins around. And I think that's that. Oh, who won? Whoever won gets to narrate how their win went.
At a 9.
I think yes.
Yeah.
Vince won.
So yeah. How did that go?
I think, yeah, it's like it zooms in on the guest judge eating a bite, and they're like eyes wide, and we have like the Ratatouille flashback of this chef like in his like mama's kitchen, like, and he's got a scraped up meat and he's crying, and then she hands him a bowl of ravioli. But then in the background, you see it's just a can of Chef Boyardee.
Oh
And
my
that
God.
zooms out, and it's just an ad on a television. Watching it.
Just watching the ad. That's his
thinking
childhood
that's-
memory.
That's the childhood memory. Is him watching an ad for Chef Boyardee.
Is he at least eating Chef Boyardee while watching the ad? Okay.
Home Alone.
He cooked it himself.
That is wonderful.
The latchkey kid.
And that like zooms all the back out into real time, and he's just like, "This is the most amazing ravioli I've ever had."
Single tear.
Single
I eat what I watch, and I watch as I'm eating it.
For sure.
Cool. So I think, Jake, you're the next producer for this episode, and I get to pick who my second. I think I have to introduce this next character, and I think the next episode starts with like an explosion, like a really fake-looking like explosion, and as it fades away, you see a very small, like very wiry, petite woman, and the little thing comes up that says Terry Tumble, and then below that it says Stunt Woman. And she's like wearing athletic gear, and like kind of like there's like shots of her then like shadow boxing and like doing all these stunts, and she says, "I'm Terry Tumble. I think I'm gonna be great at survival because I've survived explosions, I've survived all these different things," and there's like shots of like her on set like doing stunt work, and then you see that she is exclusively doing stunt work for child actors. That like, because she's so small, she's just only replacing children, and that's Terry Tumble.
It's like exclusively footage from things like the Hunger Games and Divergent.
Yeah,
Because they're all supposed to be kids. Stranger Things. Yeah.
Absolutely. Jake, what do you have in store for us for this episode, producer?
Alright, I'm gonna start with some drama. I'm gonna draw a heart. 4 of hearts.
Oh.
Ooh, a shot of an ambulance.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Your character was sick this episode, so you don't make the challenge roll. Oh, but your active character can't be eliminated.
Okay.
This would leave only one person to make the challenge roll. No one goes home this episode.
Okay. We've still got 2 other people, so someone's still going home, but it's not. What happened?
Not
What
Vince.
happened to Vince?
What happened to Vince? I think he like drinks like some like seawater of the
Lord.
island that we're like on. Because he doesn't know.
Not what you want to do.
Yeah, so he's just like gulping it down and gets like super
Super dehydrated.
dehydrated.
Just beach episode gone bad.
Because he's like, he drinks a cup and he's like, man, so thirsty. Need some more water. And he like drinks another cup and he just like keeps drinking it.
Oh no.
It's a good thing this isn't the piss episode, because that would be a strong ingredient.
Yeah, and then he just like passes out, and as he's passing out, he's just like, family.
Trust.
And faints.
Oh no. Are you satisfied with the drama, or do you want to pull more cards for this episode?
Let's also pull a spades and experience. I feel like we haven't done that a lot.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't done
Draw. Oh, can't see it. Oh, it's the ace. It's the ace of spades. A learning experience. Permanently bump your experience die up a type.
That's very fitting for what just happened.
Yeah.
Now he knows.
All right. So Vincent's weak experience goes from a D6 to a D8.
Nice.
Rad.
Learn some important experiences about.
I really hope so.
I'm just so happy for him now.
About survival. After drinking a ton of seawater. And I think we need like an actual like challenge to do. So let's roll in an innovation. Hopefully I'll... 4 of clubs uninspired. All right. Well, I can't roll at all this turn.
Yeah, that's true. So that only affects you, but you weren't rolling anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense that you're uninspired.
Yeah. Okay. So what would the challenge be? So I'm passed out. We just did a cooking challenge, so maybe a survival challenge. So I think they roll out table settings again. But this time you have to make a shelter just based off of what's on like at the table.
Oh, that's smart. That's a good one.
It is.
Yeah. So so one of us is unconscious, so it won't be rolling.
Yeah, I think he was like building like the tent, like out of, and then he's like, "Oh man, this is hot. I'm gonna go get a drink," and then like, and that's what starts the whole process.
Yeah, it's definitely like that.
So
That Survivor episode where the guy like was trying to cook fish and like fell into the fire and got like eliminated. Not as serious as that, but not great. Do either of Georgia or Chai, do you have an idea for what you want to do for this challenge?
Oh, absolutely. Sam has so much experience having 3 cats. She has a lot of experience building the little cat towers. So she is going to build one of those out of sticks and such. So yes, going to go with experience.
Okay.
It is a 2.
Oh
my god.
No, Georgia, you're rolling so poorly.
So cursed.
Oh, I forgot I'm not Donnie. I've been in Donnie's head for so long. I have to think of what would Terry do. Chai, if you know what you want, you can go ahead. I've been thinking of Donnie.
So I think I'm gonna use Allie this time. Allie is a like she goes camping all the time, so she's like, I got this. I have this challenge. I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and she takes the tablecloth and she sets that up as a as like the roof sort of, and has it like angled a bit. So and like she takes takes 2 of the cups and like pokes holes in the bottom and like does like a sort of like rain catcher sort of thing with these cups, like putting things in to like filter out for like rainwater, and like uses uses the like plate as like a shovel to like even out the ground. Like she's going all out on this. Like she's trying to make like a very comfy and livable shelter out of this table setting. So yeah, rolling experience D10, and that is a 8.
Very good.
Nice.
So that's a pretty good shelter because she's wearing
It's
D10.
fancy schmancy.
It's staying up in the wind, and like the rain catcher worked, and she's very proud of herself, a little smug.
I think Terry is like not like I think she's like maybe used to like obviously used to film sets, maybe has like worked on like crews and stuff like that before she was a stunt woman. So she's like kind of like, okay, so where's the tools? And like really is not expecting the fact that there's nothing provided, that it's like just what's on the table. So she's gonna roll innovation, which is not her strong suit. Oh, sorry, actually, innovation is her. I was looking at the wrong thing. She's gonna roll innovation, which is her strong suit, I guess.
Nice.
So I have to pick a different. It's a D8. I don't want her to be good at this. I'm gonna do experience instead, which is medium.
She's trying to draw on her past experiences.
Yeah, I did get a 3. So I think that means, unfortunately,
It's goodbye time.
Say goodbye to
No.
to George's other character. Cursed rolls today, but who?
They really are.
Was it? Who won?
I rolled an 8.
Okay, so Quinn won. So if you first want to
No,
talk about
Allie.
Oh,
Allie won.
Allie won. So talk about Allie's success.
So I think this shot is Allie sitting in her little shelter that she's made, and she's like kind of like leaning against a tree. Like she probably like finished before everyone, also just because like she's done this kind of thing before, and is like telling a story about one of the times that she and her wife Morgan, like they went camping, and she's just like, we decided to go camping in a new place one time, and the roads there were like especially really bumpy, and like this is where what I drew from for this shelter, like on the road there. I guess we didn't like tie everything to the top of our Subaru Outback very well, and on this bumpy road, our tent and everything fell off the top of the car, and all we had was this tarp and like a couple of things that we had packed in our suitcases that were in the back, but so like we didn't have any of our like normal camping gear, and so like we stayed the normal time that we were planning on the whole long weekend, but like I think that was like really where I like found my like inspiration for this, of like, I've done this before, I could do it again, and you know what, I did do it again.
I think there's also some kind of thing implying that Allie was able to focus especially well because she didn't have interruptions, like constant interruptions from her children. So she's
just like, it's so nice to be out here in the peace and quiet.
It's nice and quiet here. Like I can focus inward, and like I can really just find my center and focus on my bliss here.
Yes, and then we have to unfortunately cut to the goodbye to Sam, the bakery owner. Yeah, what does this look like?
She's not too bothered actually, because she's desperate to get back to her boys, and it's just a montage of her holding her children, which are her cats, in various things, acting out various episodes, various challenges with the cats, and then just Beautiful music.
I think there's
There's lots of photos, lots of outfits. She's dressed the cats up as the different contestants.
I love that so much.
I think there's a talking head of one of the judges who says, Sam was a strong contestant. I think if she would have made a house for a person, if she would have made a person-sized shelter, I think she'd still
if it
be
was
here.
not
But
simply a cat tree.
we don't have any cat judges this episode.
It's fair. It's fair.
So I think we're getting close to the time that we want to wrap up. So I think, and all of George's characters are out. So I think this might be our last episode, and Georgia will be producing. So I'll say this too for the last episode. First of all, we have a couple people who still have points. I think Quinn still has a point from Dungeonuity, and Jake, you still have a point towards any of your characters from the beginning. So anyone in chat can still use bits to cheer on who they think should win. Also, if you are a subscriber to my channel on Twitch, which for anyone who's not familiar with Twitch, survivors, subscribers, not survivors, are people who pay money on Twitch to help support my channel a little bit, which I greatly appreciate, and I'm always looking for ways to incorporate subscribers. I keep wanting to say survivors. I keep just wanting to support survivors. So if you are a subscriber, I'll say you can vote for free for who you would like to save, and we'll add those to the roll. So you, if you're a subscriber, you already know who you are, and whenever it's getting close to the end of the episode, just put in chat who you want to add +1 to their roll, and that will help determine who wins. It's just a little extra thank you to people who go above and beyond to support the channel. I really appreciate that. With that being said, first of all, I need to get some more dramatic music. Georgia, what do you have in store for us for the series finale of Chopping Block?
For the series finale, we are going to be doing a 3-course meal in survival black tie.
Oh, wow.
So, this has several parts to the challenge. First, you must gather your ingredients, but also your fashion. You have to craft your own fashion and then prepare it and present to the judge. It is a black tie occasion, so be fancy.
This is a brilliant series finale challenge. I love it. Do you want to
Survival,
draw?
but fancy.
Do you want to draw any cards to add like complications or anything like that to the last
Yes,
episode?
we will. Let's do. We'll do 2 hot cards.
Ooh.
Drama.
Ooh. Okay, so we've got the ace.
Oh my gosh,
So-
Georgia. A dramatic
Oh my God.
return. One of the eliminated contestants comes back to the game. I feel like that does have to be one of Georgia's characters since she's
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like it almost has to be Nana.
It has to be
It's
Gotta-
gotta be Nana.
with a vengeance. Oh, what a perfect
She
what
is.
a perfect drama
She came with a
card.
vengeance.
Gosh.
Oh my
what
gosh.
is it?
And then the other one.
I was gonna say, whenever you want to, I'd love to hear how Nana comes back, like what that looks like, the scene, the effects. But you can either do that first, or you can let me know what card you drew.
Well, the other card is the 10 of hearts.
Oh,
So we are in fact brand sponsored.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what is the brand?
Glorious.
Oh. What is the brand?
Um,
I don't know. I am not good with brands.
Chef Boyardee.
You know what? You know what? It is sponsored by Chef Boyardee.
they saw our
You're
last
so right.
the episode 2 episodes ago, and we're like, hey, let's get in on this. Like they originally were like, we're gonna get mad at you for like using their brand name,
Yeah.
and then they were like,
They're like,
but wait, we could make money off of this. So,
The rise in Chef Boyardee sales after that episode convinced them otherwise.
For sure.
That's so great. Do you have other cards you want to draw, Georgia, or do you want to move on?
I think we'll leave it there.
Nice.
I think we'll leave it there.
What does Nana's return look like?
So, the judges, the host, they are explaining the challenge normally. They say, but wait, just one more thing. You will be forced to use this special secret ingredient. And then from the lake, I don't know how, from the lake, Nana rises out holding just so many cans and, whatever else. Just everything that Chef Boyardee has to offer. It's like a platform rises from the lake with it.
It's like a shell, like the Venus shell rising
Oh,
up.
yes.
You're surrounded by Chef Boyardee cans.
And she's like, as she's rising up, she's like soaking wet, and then once she's
there was no forethought.
Once she's fully there, it's like almost seamless jump cut. She's dry.
Stunning.
You can't let the
Just
grandma
absolutely
be
stunning.
soaking wet for too long because it is a health concern.
It really is.
Oh, we should.
And we are on an island.
I was just gonna say we should also, speaking of health concerns, Jake, do you want to describe Vince's triumphant return
yes.
from
Yeah, I think it's like Nana has just come up. And
she definitely points at Vince in a challenging manner.
Yeah. And like Vince is like walks back in on set, and then it's like lock eyes, and it's like, just like, like jump cut to talking head, like, I thought she was gone. And
Thought she died.
I thought she died. I thought I died. I had a dream of me and Nana getting it on in heaven.
And there's a
But I
jump
guess
cut
not.
in a talking head of like, I don't know what's going on here, but we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. Just
Oh
like
my
there's
God.
some weird energy.
There is a certain tension.
Will they, won't they?
Now suddenly introduced a will they, won't they?
Dear.
You always want to leave it for the last episode.
Gotta.
Definitely,
Does
something
anybody
new.
have an idea of what tack they're taking to for this final episode? For this intense, this kind of intense last challenge.
It's a gauntlet. I think that Nana's gonna have to go with personality. She's just running on pure, I don't know what it is, rage or something under there.
Yeah.
But yeah, personality. That's
Exciting.
a 7.
That's pretty good.
It was not a 2.
Yeah, you rolled well when it counted. So I think if this is cool with you, I think maybe there was like a voter, like the viewer campaign of who do you want to see come back. And so part of that high personality score is reflected by like everybody wanted Nana to come back. Awesome.
We need to see this through.
What about Vince and did you say you're playing Allie this time or Quinn?
No, I'm playing Quinn
Okay.
because Quinn's got a +1.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think Quinn. I'm gonna be rolling personality. But so I think Quinn goes out and he knows that it's black tie 3-course meal, and so he's out there and he finds these like really nice like big leaves and like makes this like really nice vest from the leaves, and like finds this really like He's wearing his like undershirt, so it's like he's got the sleeve, he's got a shirt underneath, and he makes this nice vest out of the leaves. Finds a flower and like makes it sort of into like a bow tie. Like he's really trying to ham up these sort of things because he knows his cooking skills are not great. So he's like really focusing on the attire part of it. So he can like he really like he gets some a little bit of like the pond or the like little bit of mud from the water and like does his hair and like he just like tries at his best to look really really nice because he's not good on the cooking. Personality, here we go. And that is a 9 + 1, 10.
Wow.
Wow.
Very good.
He's looking sharp.
The mud really works well as a hair gel. Jake, what do you think of for Vince?
Okay. So Vince is gonna have a full circle moment. He's back from his dehydration episode, and we're gonna cut to the talking head, and he's gonna be like, listen, the old Vince from yesterday, would have had so many like crazy ideas, but now I'm just thinking, that's not family, that's not trust. And he looks into the camera and says, this time for you, Frankie, this one's for you. I'm going old school, just like Nona taught us. And it's gonna cut to me going to a Publix and going to the meat section and buying a party tray.
You're in a hospital gown. You snuck out.
And I'm putting it together just like we do down at Tomorrow Bakery on 51st and Main Street in Niagara Falls, New York.
So much.
And I'm rolling experience, the traditional experience, which is not good. 5.
5. That's not bad. Let's see how Terry Dumble does. So I think Terry is like, you know, she's kind of new to the competition. She didn't get as much screen time. And so she's kind of like trying to, oh my goodness, hang on one second. I just got a raid, so let me acknowledge them really quick. Welcome, raiders. You are coming in at the perfect time. We are about to find out who is winning this reality television competition.
Yes.
A tabletop game called I Came Here to Win. So far, I think we've got, it's the final episode, it's the final challenge. Nana, who's in the lead? I forget what people roll.
Nana has a 7.
Okay, so...
Oh, yeah.
So
Quinn is looking snazzy in his leaf vest and, like, 3-flower bow tie. His food's not great, but he's looking wonderful.
Yes.
With a little bit of, like, mud pomade, so he did his hair all nice.
Oh, yes. The game is called Chopping Block, and it is a survival/cooking show. So that's the reason for the mud.
Yeah, we're rocking with survival black tie for the finale.
Nana was eliminated earlier and has come back. She had a pretty strong showing with her her method for the show tonight. And then Jake's character Vince just finished their turn and went to a Publix while they were in the hospital and got a party tray and snuck it in. So I'm about to take my turn. Terry Tumble. I'm a stunt woman from Nevada. I'm very slight. I'm a stunt woman for children. And for this black tie, I think it's definitely like Terry knows that she's not she doesn't know everyone as well. She's not a stronger personality, so she's very like trying to like form an alliance. Like she doesn't quite understand what's happening, so she's like going up to the other contestants and like being like, hey, you know, I think that person over you know, Nana, Vince was just in the hospital, not looking like he's in a strong negotiating. So she's trying to to form alliances with people is gonna roll personality, which is her weak stat. And that's a 5. So that's a tie with oh no, but you had a +1, right?
I used my point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my point.
Yeah. So as it stands right now, Quinn is going to win, but we do have possible spoilers in the chat. If you are a subscriber, let me know who you want to vote for, because those votes will contribute to who is winning. I see that Mila and Dungeonody both said Nana, but I'm not sure if they were saying Nana.
I think the return.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a vote for Nana or if it was just saying Nana should return. Yeah. So if you're a subscriber and you want to bump anybody up, Nana I think is only 3 points away from from winning or tying. So it could
tying, because I rolled a 9 and used my +1.
So 3 points away from time. Or just vote for who you like to just give the person playing that character an ego boost. if you're a subscriber. And while I'm waiting to see if anybody is wanting to do that, I will go ahead and put this in chat for anyone who missed it earlier. The game we were playing is called I Came Here to Win. You can get it for yourself on itch, or you can back it on Kickstarter for the physical copy. Some of the developers of the game were in here earlier, and we're having a blast playing it. So if you are interested in picking it up for yourself, you can get it on itch as a PDF, or you can back the Kickstarter, and possibly, depending on what level you back it at, you can get a physical copy of it. I don't think we have votes, so I think it looks like Quinn is the winner. I think, Chai, what do you think the oh, hang on. I just got, okay, Mila's giving their vote to Nana. And then my brother said I give 1/3 of my vote to everyone but the villain. So I don't think that upset anything. So, Chai, what do you...
Nana's the villain! I think Nana's the villain!
I don't know, Doo Wop's gone. I feel like the villain is Allie.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because Allie...
You're right about that.
Hates her children. Chai,
Allie lost personality,
what do you
and
think
like
the,
shit-talking her kids.
what do you think the prize is? I was going to leave it up to whoever won the episode, what they think we've been competing for. And that's you, Chai. What do you think you've won?
I think that this is one of, originally there wasn't going to be much of a prize. It was going to be like the game that I was talking about earlier, where the only prize is the title of
the glory.
So it would be like originally the winning person was going to get the title of survival chef. But now that Chef Boyardee is our sponsor, the winner also gets a 10-year supply of Chef Boyardee.
That works too, because one of the things I don't think we've done yet is, since this is brand sponsored, everyone at the table must talk about how good the brand is at least once. So I think Terry, having not won, she's just like looking really sad, and she's like, I tell you what, for a busy woman, a busy career woman, that prize really could have come in handy for me. That Chef Boyardee, I mean, there's nothing better than coming home from a day pretending to be a kid and doing stunts. Nothing better than coming home and having a child's favorite meal, Chef Boyardee. I'm really kicking myself the method that I want about this.
Before Nana does hers, she's going to approach Vincent. And she's going, hey kid, I think you forgot this. And she whips out a carrot and puts it on his platter.
Whoa.
And then I would like to put forward that we do a joint promotion. And simply, we are shaking hands, and then we look at the camera and say, squash the beef with Chef Boyardee.
Yes.
That's
perfect.
That's
how you got it. You got it, Nana. Nana, next time you're in Niagara Falls, you're coming to Niagara Falls. I'm paying for you. You're coming, Nana.
Oh my god. The whole family.
Bring everybody.
Family.
You're part of the family now, Nana. Trust.
Trust, yes, trust.
Ty, do you have an acceptance speech or a winner's speech for Quinn?
I think Quinn is a little thrown off because, like, yeah, this is it's supposed to be a cooking show, and he definitely is not good at that. And so he's like really, like, genuinely, like when he is announced winner, he's genuinely surprised. Allie is really salty, and like you can see it on her face, like. But Quinn is just like, oh, really? And like the judges are like specifically talking about how he like made the vest, and like talking about his flower bow tie that he made, like, and one of them like goes in and like sniffs it and is like, oh, the flowers you chose for your bow tie, their smells just really complement each other. And Quinn is just like, oh, well, I didn't expect to win, but this is amazing. You know, I work as a bartender in Miami, Florida. You know, the Chef Boyardee prize is really it's really like, you know, I get a shift meal, but also like I work until like 3 a.m. sometimes, and like I get home and, you know, I have my shift meal at like 8, and so like 3 a.m. you know what's best at 3 a.m.? Some Chef Boyardee. This is gonna be great. This is gonna bring my grocery bill down so much. I am so thankful to be crowned survival chef, and to have this prize it's really going to make a difference to me. I really appreciate it.
And I think that's it.
Beautiful.
That's you know,
Yeah.
there's the last you know, animation of a hatchet swinging by, and it goes to the credits. And I think that's our season of I Came Here to Win chopping block.
Yes.
Super fun. Like I said before, if you enjoyed this game, definitely check it out on itch or on Kickstarter. I think there's, at this point, like less than 48 hours left on that Kickstarter for you to get a physical copy of the game. Or you can get it on itch. I think it's like $2.50 or something like that on itch for the PDF of the game. Definitely worth it. Super fun. And before we go, I want to throw it over to, I think it's Chai's turn to start. For anybody who came in, you know, people who came in on the raid, where can people find you? Do you have anything that you want to plug?
So I'm Chai, I use they, them. I'm on most social medias as some variation of Lost Boy, whether the first O is a 0 or the second O is a 0. It really depends. I know on Twitter I'm it's L0ST_BOI. You can find me there. I post a lot about nerd shit, activism shit, and you know, lots of quotes from the different campaigns and games that I'm playing. And you know, in the down below has my Twitter link, but it also has the link to my job. I work for a nonprofit that works for LGBTQ youth in Western Maine, but sometimes my programs do go statewide. So yeah, if you are feeling generous, it would be really awesome for you to click the outright.la support link and, you know, help me keep my job.
Yeah, awesome. Georgia, let's go over to you next. Where can people find you?
All
What other
right.
stuff you have going on?
You can find me right here on Twitch. Georgia Darling is my channel name. I play just little cozy cute games for the most part. Very indie, sometimes Dead by Daylight and Phasmo though, so spooky cute. But yeah, just come hang out if you like very cute indie games. I cry about them a lot, so it's, you know, sometimes it's just too cute, the tears.
That's relatable.
Yeah.
That's very relatable. Jake, where can people find you, and what other projects, if there's anything that you want to promote?
Yeah, so I'm Jake. You can find me mostly on Twitter at Ahoy Space Cowboy. I tweet about games, video games, gay stuff. And you can keep up with games that I'm working on. You can find the games that I have written just little games on Itch, where I have the username Ahoy Space Cowboy as well. And you can find my D&D 5e adventure module, Road to Rock, on DM's Guild, which you could also find via my Twitter.
Awesome. And my name's Taylor. This is my Twitch channel, so if you're here and you enjoyed this and you're not already following, you can give me a follow. Thank you so much to these players tonight. This was so much fun. This game was really great. I was really glad to have you all on. And also exciting to have some new guests, because it's been a little while since we've had a new face on this channel.
Fun.
So that was great.
It was so much fun.
This is awesome.
You were all wonderful.
It was so much
I'd be
fun.
glad to have you on again anytime. And with that, I am going to leave the Zoom call that we are on and wrap up with my chat. If you want to hang on so I can say a proper goodbye to you, I would appreciate it. But also, if you have to go, I totally understand that. Let me go to hang on this screen, and I have to leave someone in charge here, I think, and it says Chai, so Chai, you're in charge. Thank you so much to everyone who hung out and participated. Let me go through there were multiple events tonight. Dungeonuity, thank you for the bits. Kat, Mila, thank you for the bits, helping people stay in the game a little bit longer than they would have otherwise. And then also, Kat for the $20 tip, much appreciated. Ari, for the raid, I really appreciate that. You all came in at a very dramatic time. Oh, and thank you, Dungeonuity, for the bit. Really appreciate it. And if you like tabletop gaming, first of all, I do have a couple of other things coming up this month. So tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Good Society, which is a Jane Austen tabletop RPG. It's going to be farce. It's going to be really fun. We did character creation already on stream, so if you want to watch that, that's on YouTube, Roll for Felicity. And also, if you just want to see a really fun, probably my favorite tabletop game, we're going to be playing that tomorrow. The end of the month, I believe it's the 24th. My friend Tag is going to be guest DMing. And they're going to be running the game that they wrote called Wizard Pals, which I'm very excited to play. And that's going to have a really good group of players. If you want to keep up with who is going to be on and what I have planned, you can follow me on Twitter at @RollForFelicity. And next week, I'm also going to be playing Dead by Daylight with some friends. Goblin Girl Gaming, Super Silly Sarah, and Galaxy Wanderer X. I'm going to be playing, and Mila. I almost forgot, Troll Mila. We're going to be playing Dead by Daylight on Wednesday, and that's going to be my first time playing it. So if you like to watch people be scared and not be good at games, that's going to be a perfect one for you to check out. Also, if you like tabletop games, we are going to raid someone that I just recently started following, Minstrel's Tale. They are currently playing D&D, and I think it's gonna be fun. We just watched some reality television. Let's watch some D&D. And also, if you are a subscriber, you can copy and paste this raid message that Moobot just put in chat, Rollfo Sparkle. If you have emotes, you can copy and paste that whole thing. If you don't have the sparkling water emote, you can just copy and paste felicitations from the Felicity Raiders. But we're gonna share the love. We're gonna continue the raid we got from Ari, and watch some Dungeons and Dragons. So I will see you all over there. Have a great day, and some of you I will see tomorrow. Bye.